My first multi-time fight. I'm gonna do my best shot. Okay, and then second, when it always comes down to whenever we talk about Filipino fighters, we're very
What's up? What's up with it? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Yeah, we off in the building. What's good with y'all? Uh, y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. We got a boxing social network already in the building. What's happening with it? Salute. We got my man boxing matchups with Dwayne Freeman. What's good with it, Dwayne? Hey, we got my man 817 Boxing B. What's happening with it, man? We was over there cooking last night on G5. We was over there on G5 thing cooking last night. Jay West, what's happening with it? Salute. D Walker, salute. Lil Flex Lewis, what's happening with it? Mike Ryan, what's good with it? Yeah, and when y'all come in the building, make sure that y'all smash on the like button. I'm right here. I'll turn it up so y'all can hear it. I'm listening to this Gary Russell um press conference. So I'll turn it up so y'all can hear it.
Mark, this is your first world title fight. How do you feel like your experiences have prepared you for the challenge of Mr. Gary Russell?
I'm so happy
Israel
that
Rosales. Okay, yeah, you right up the stick for me.
BBC and Showtime. So I'm blessed that
Rocket, what's
I'm
happening
here
with it?
now facing with a champion. So I'm happy. I'm good.
Without revealing your strategy, what do you think your best attribute is going into this championship fight?
Say it again. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Without revealing your strategy, what do you feel like your best attribute is going into this fight?
This is Mark Masaya talking.
My advantage of Garazo is that I'm tall and I'm stronger than him. But we train for every day in the gym for 3.5 months with Coach Freddy. So we do a lot of techniques. So we change the fight.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. And I have a question for Gary Russell. Gary, I believe that you're one of the more ducked and avoided fighters we've seen in the past 10 years or so. What specifically can fans and media members do to change the current business structure of boxing in regards to us making the fights or making the fights that fans want to see in the most competitive fights?
That's what we want to hear.
That was a great question. That was one of the best questions that I've had thus far. Just hold these guys accountable. Don't just say it when you be doing an interview with one another. Hold these other guys accountable. Ask them the question. Why is it that you're not in the ring trying to fight Gary Russell Jr.? Why is this? As far as the fans go, the fans need to start boycotting some of these fights. Stop supporting some of these fights when you already know what the outcome is going to be before the fight even happens. Like I said, I take my head off tomorrow. It's no secret when you ask about him about unveiling his strategy. It's no secret. He don't have no option but one option. The only option he could possibly have is to try to apply pressure. That's it. That's all. He can't stay on the outside because he's too slow. He's not fast enough. He don't have the hand speed. He don't got the foot speed. So he can't stay on the outside and try to outbox me. That's not going to happen. He's going to have to come forward and apply pressure. It's just as simple. I've been doing this shit too long. I've been doing it too long. I know the answers before the answers all come to me already. Before the question was already asked. That's the only option that he could have, to come forward, try to apply pressure. Hopefully he'll try to overwhelm me with his power and get lucky and land something solid. He's probably in great conditioning. I take my hat off to Manny Pacquiao. It's safe to say that he is a legend in the sport of boxing. And for him to be willing to sign Mark as one of his fighters, I'm pretty sure he has an eye on what he considers talent is. So I think it's going to be a great fight. I'm looking forward to it.
We signed it, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, and I have one last question. Gary,
Let's
consider,
go.
I believe you're the longest reigning champion right now, and you possess a unique skill set. For whatever reason, the politics of boxing, you haven't been regarded, or you haven't been heralded or received the props as being like a pound for pound top guy. How do you feel like your career will be remembered? And do you believe that at some point before you retire, you'll be able to get some of the guys who've been avoiding you, some of the guys such as Tank Davis, Leo Santa Cruz, Carl Frampton, Devin Haney, Warrington, et cetera, et cetera?
How about Carl Frampton?
I'm not sure. What I can say is, to the people that has had the opportunity to watch me compete, in most cases, they would say that my skill set is very special. It's second to none. It's special, it's second to none. As far as the pound for pound list, I honestly don't pay the pound for pound list any mind. Pound for pound list is merely based upon, it's a popularity contest. It's based upon who's more popular. It's not based upon skill. If it was based upon skill, Mr. Gary Russell Jr. would be on the list. Therefore, I really don't pay it any mind. You can't, my father told me a long time ago, no matter what you do, you'll never be able to please everybody. Somebody always has something to say, so all I can do is do the best that I can do. I'm grateful that I have a fellow competitor like Mark that's willing to give it the best that he can, and willing to bring his best. He feels as though that he's the best. And I think anyone, any sport, any craft that you participate in, anyone that's participating in the sport, whether you're a rapper, a singer, or, a soccer player, it's good for you to feel as though you're the best. It's better. It's good for the fans. It's good for everyone who's watching it. And it's good for your sport, or your career in general, so it's refreshing to get a fighter that's willing to give it everything that they have, and put it all on the line to be known as possibly the best. I will.
Thank you. I appreciate your time, and my prayers to your family. Good luck to both of you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kurt, and thanks for all the great questions today. Really good ones throughout. We have time for just one more. Interestingly enough, but before we get to that last reporter, one question came to me via text message just a few moments ago from Mark. Mark, with your experience and what you've seen of Gary so far, do you feel that his hand speed is as fast or possibly faster than Manny Pacquiao's?
His speed is good, but I have a speed too, so I can roll with him.
You
Why
think
Gary
that can
laughing?
be a factor for you is applying hand speed and trying to match that of Gary? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Great. All right, we're going to go last.
Gary Russell started laughing and shit. They start asking him about his speed.
Filipino channel. Stephen, you should be able to unmute and go ahead.
Hi, Mark. Hi, Sir Sean. And hello, Gary. So, Mark, quick question. I know
Anthony
you're from
Johnson,
Bohol,
salute.
and Bohol was hit hard by the typhoon. So, how's your family? And does that also give you extra motivation, seeing what's happening back home? You've been here for so long now that you can't help but look at what's going on back home.
My family there is good. Nothing happened there for my and I dedicate this fight for my province Bohol and for my family.
And lastly, are you surprised that, because after the Seha fight, we saw so much potential. We were so happy with that one. Were you surprised that you got this shot right away?
Sir Sean said to me that if I won this fight, I'm gonna face Gary Russell. So I need to win to face Gary Russell.
Great. Viva, salamat, Mark. Good luck. Good luck to Gary also.
Thank you. Okay, Brian Custer, back to you. Thank you, President.
Thank you, Chris. Just a couple more things here. Mark, I'll start with you here. When you look at, let's say the last 5 guys who fought Gary Russell Jr., what has been their downfall? What have they done
Stand
Mark
92
Massayo is
salute.
not going to do and
Full
become
counter boxing.
victorious?
My man
For the
John
last
Train.
3 fights here in the US, Shashan gave it to me a bull fighter, come always forward fighter. So they didn't say me how to box, how to in out, speed. They didn't say me to face Garrison like this style. So I think I'm gonna face him a real fight. I give him a real fight.
And Gary, I don't know if I've ever asked you this question before. Ultimately, what would you still like to accomplish in this sport?
Honestly, I want a career-defining match. I want one of those career-defining fights. With someone who they say who's supposed to be the best of the best. That's ultimately what I want. I've made good money in the sport. I made great money in the sport, and I'm the longest reigning champion. Like I say, I want that one fight that says, okay, he's definitely better, hands down, than anyone he's ever beat in the sport right now. That's what I mean.
Well, I tell you what, folks, that fight could be January 22nd when he steps in the ring with Mark Magsayo, because it's going to come to you on Showtime Championship Boxing. It will be live from the Borgata Hotel and Casino and Spa in Atlantic City. 9 p.m. Eastern is the time we will start it off. It is a triple header of fights. In the main event features the return of Mr. Gary Russell Jr. to the ring, fighting the unbeaten Mark Magsayo. Again, promoted by TGV Promotions, brought to you by Premier Boxing Champions. Tickets on sale. Ticketmaster.com. Ticketmaster.com. Gentlemen, listen, it's going to be one heck of a night. We'll wrap it up with this. We'll start with you, Mark. Give the people a final word. What should they expect January 22nd?
They expect this is a great fight and well fight. And we'll thank for Sean Jacobs for giving me this opportunity, and Al Heyman and PBC and MP Promotion and Showtime. So thank you very much, and thank you for having me. Good luck to both of us. And I'm gonna do my best to win the fight. I give you a good fight.
Hey, Gary Russell showing them. He's showing the biceps. He rocked up.
There's a new champ.
Okay, well, you heard it there. Champ, we'll give you the final word. What should the folks expect January 22nd when they see you back in the ring?
Man, they should see two great competitors going head to head. Like I say, I already take my hat off to Mark. I know he's going to bring his best. He sounds confident. He looks like he's confident. That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what the fans want to see. That's what the people want to see. I wish more people in the sport would be like that. Man, but fireworks. You should expect the same thing that you used to seeing. Great hand speed, great boxing ability, ring generalship, IQ, and the heart of a lion. Bring it.
Love it. And that's how Showtime Championship Boxing will kick off the new year. Another year of great fights. And it all starts January 22nd in Atlantic City. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We will see.
Yeah. Y'all smash on the like button. If y'all ain't hit the like button, smash on the like button. So that was the press conference with Gary Russell and Mark Magsayo. That fight gonna happen not this weekend, but the next weekend. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? The weekend after next, that fight will be going down. Gary Russell will be making his return to the ring. And damn, Gary Russell been out damn near almost 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Last time Gary Russell fought is when he fought King Tug. You know what I'm saying? And so Gary Russell was talking about before we came live Gary Russell was speaking on how his dad been going through a lot of, health issues. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my man Batman. I already knew it, but a lot of y'all might not have known it. Um, they father been going through a lot of health issues, and Gary Russell talked about how how their father had to get his leg amputated. About a month ago, he got his leg amputated, man. So he's been going through it, and he said that his father is going to actually try to be in his corner this time. You know what I'm saying? He got his leg amputated, but he said his father going to try to be there and be in his corner. And so they've been going through a lot as a family, not too long ago, they lost their brother. Now their father had to get his leg amputated, and he going through a lot of life and death, health situations. So, let's keep the Russells in our prayers. And yeah, man, he finna come and he finna do his thing, man. Mark Magsayo is a big 126 pounder. But hey, skills pay the bills. Skills pay the bills. Queen Sheena. A little worse than I was yesterday, Sheena, but I shake it. But salute to the Queen Sheena. Let me see who else I had missed in the chat. And y'all hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't smashed my like button yet. Cliff Stewart, what's happening with it? Nathan Connor, what's happening with it? AJ64. Let me see who else. Anthony Johnson, what's happening? So California 29. I think I pretty much got everybody else. My man DP Rocker, salute. My man Macadose Mac of the South, what's happening with it? Salute. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing Gary Russell back in the ring. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I want to let's cook on this for a minute. And I heard my brother Knockout cook on it on his channel last week. But I want to touch on this. When did the pound for pound list? Because I remember growing up, the pound for pound was pretty much skill set, right? Could your skill set with the skills that you have, could you move up and could you beat anybody in any weight class, you know what I'm saying, with the skill set that you have? That was what so when did pound for pound list change to, like Gary Russell said, he said it's basically a popularity contest, or you could say when did it change to like who has the best resume, right? Who has the best resume? World Combat, what's happening with it, my brother Scotty in the building? Yeah, so when did the pound for pound list change to popularity contest or who has the best resume? Because it was supposed to be your skill set. With your skill set, can you move up to any weight division and be the best guy in that weight division? So yeah, so and I'm glad Gary Russell, kind of brought that up because he's right. Because they asked Gary Russell, if y'all didn't hear, they asked him, basically about him not being mentioned in the pound for pound top fighters. And he was just like, I don't even really pay attention to that pound for pound shit because it's basically a popularity contest. It ain't even they don't even it ain't even about skill set no more. And what he's saying is true. So you know what I'm saying? If you really think about it, if you could put Gary Russell's skill set against anybody in any weight division, you feel me? Like you really can. You could put. I mean, the only reason that we was even entertaining Gary Russell with Terrence Crawford, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Look at the size difference. But let's be honest. The reason we was entertaining that is because of Gary Russell's skill set. You know what I'm saying? The reason that we entertain Gary Russell going all the way up to 135 and fighting the Devin Haney is because of his skill set. So when you talk about it, why if the pound for pound, if pound for pound is supposed to be what it was actually meant to be in the first place, well, Gary Russell would have to be high on the pound for pound list, right? I mean, let me know if I'm wrong. If the pound for pound list was talked about, was actually held up to the standards that it was originally supposed to be, wouldn't Gary Russell have to be high on the pound for pound list if you're going skill for skill? I'm just asking. And y'all hit my like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. If you ain't hit the like button yet, I would like to know how y'all feel about that. You know what I'm saying? Let me know how y'all feel about that, because I think that, I think that's a good argument. Feel me? I think that's a hell of an argument. I really do. Ball said, give Inouye a cheeseburger and put him in with Gary Russell. Yeah, Inouye, he too small for 126, bro. He too small for 126. And everybody ain't willing to jump up all them weight classes like Gary Russell, because Gary Russell willing to go to 135. He just ain't gonna go up there on a dummy mission. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? And with the Debbie Haney situation, you know what I'm saying, how that whole situation went about, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you gotta pay that man at least more than what he already making fighting a Mark Magsayo and them, because why would you drop your title and move up to 135 on a dummy mission? And you know what I'm saying, you just gotta make it make sense. Warren Rumble said, I wouldn't say high, but he could be on there. I can't get over the way Loma beat him, though. I would like to see Gary versus Shakur or Cool Boy. Okay, well, I mean, how wouldn't you say high? How wouldn't he be high on the pound for pound list? I mean, what? Name me 5 dudes that clearly got better skills than Gary Russell. Real talk. I got you 503. Name me 5 dudes that got better skills than Gary Russell. I mean, I don't like to make excuses for nobody, but it's been documented, and his story has never changed. See, this is my thing, right? When a man has showed you that he's a man's man, he don't make up shit, he don't lie, he's straightforward, right? Gary Russell has always said from the very beginning, right, that the scale was fucked up when he weighed for when he was checking his weight for Vasil Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? The scale, the whole time the scale was showing him that he was on weight, but the scale was fucked up, and he ended up having to cut 5 pounds at the last minute, and he was dehydrated. And y'all gotta actually say to yourself, if you go back to the Lomachenko fight, when have you ever seen Gary Russell fight like that? You know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen him fight like that, but he still made it a tough fight. So yeah, Lomachenko did beat him, and then when you saying, oh well, he got beat by Lomachenko, right? Even if that wasn't the case, if you put Lomachenko's skills back then, talking about Lomachenko, a young Lomachenko in his prime back then, if you put his skills, just his skill set, up with anybody else's, hey, bro, Lomachenko was up there top. So so you can't act like that. He got beat by a motherfucking Rudy Poot or somebody that they had no skill set like that. So, like I said, you got to give me in all weight classes, name me 5 guys that got a better skill set than Gary Russell. Yeah, Mr. Mechanical, and he been wanting to run it back for years with Lomachenko. I don't think Lomachenko, Gary Russell at his best and Lomachenko at his best, I don't think he could beat Gary Russell. Now, I'm not saying that it'll be an easy fight for Gary Russell. It'll still be a tough fight, but I don't think he's gonna beat Gary Russell. Um, y'all give me 1 second. Let me send 503 this link. Y'all hold on real quick. All right. Um, yeah, y'all and salute to my man PLG Ski. Yeah, and y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash the like button if y'all ain't hit that like button yet. Miss Mechanical said Lomo has never responded. Yeah, he ain't never responded to Gary Russell. He took that victory and he dipped out. You ain't never heard Lomachenko mention Gary Russell's name again. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people feel that fight was very close. Now, honestly, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you just because Gary Russell, my guy, and I fuck with Gary Russell heavy. I thought that Gary Russell, I thought that Lomachenko won the fight clearly. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people had a very, very close fight. I've even heard some people say that they felt that Gary Russell edged it out. I don't think so. But you know what I'm saying? I thought that Lomachenko won that fight pretty clearly. But you ain't never heard Lomachenko mention that man's name again. Daryl Deloach, what's happening with it? Um, Sir Ambrose said Gary will have to hit the ring at least twice in 1 year before a Lomo rematch. Gotta come out of the. He said gotta come out with a W on a rematch. But so Gary Russell in the interview, he also talked before I went live. He was also talking about that boxing is it ain't like just a profession for him, it's a lifestyle. So even when he is taking a 2 year layoff or 1 year layoff, he's still in the gym every day. Like that's what his lifestyle is. He get up, do what he got to do, and he go to the gym every day, no matter what. He in the gym. They have their own gym, so he's in the gym training every day. Now, of course, he's not going through a full training camp, but that's a lifestyle for him. So when you might talk about another fighter, and just y'all can name whatever fighter y'all come to mind. Another fighter that might have a 2 year layoff, right? And then they're rusty because they 2 year or they 1 year layoff is really a 2 year or a 1 year layoff because they ain't even been in the gym in 2 years or a year, you know? And so they real rusty, but that's a lifestyle for him. So when he haven't had a fight in 2 years or a year and a half, well, that's why he don't never look rusty in the ring when you see him in the ring because he always in the gym. It's a lifestyle. And very few people can say that. We've had like in boxing, how many people can you say that even if they take a 4 year layoff, they can come back and they're not gonna be rusty because they always in the gym. Mayweather, when he was doing his thing, one of them. Andre Ward, and shit. Honestly, them the only two that come to my mind besides Gary Russell. You know what I'm saying? Them the only two that really pop up in my mind is Floyd Mayweather and Andre Ward that I really, really know of. That, you know, and y'all smash the like button. Bakersfield Time, salute. David Morrell Jr., the Destroyer, salute. My man, Batman in the building. What's happening with it, Batman say, skill set, been in the gym he said skill set, been in the gym every day since he was 8 years old, only off on weekends. You heard what Batman said? This man just said that Gary Russell been in the gym every day since he was 8 years old, and he only take off on the weekends. Right? And come on, man, who else doing that? You feel what I'm saying? He don't know no better. He wouldn't know. Gary Russell probably wouldn't know what to fucking do with himself if the gym shut down and he couldn't go to no gym at all. He had to just sit around the house with his kids and, you know, do whatever family thing or whatever, but he couldn't go to the gym. That's it. It's in him. It ain't on him. It's in him. You see what I'm saying? It's in him. That's just a way of life for him. So that's why he is not, you know what I'm saying, him not being in the ring active like that, that's why it's not affecting him like other fighters. But check this out, y'all. He ain't been active. You know what I'm saying? He only fights once a year, and that's at the very most. So with that being said, do you think that that's actually put a lot of years on his prime? Could that actually have helped him out? You know what I'm saying? How old is Gary Russell? What, 34? Gary Russell I think he about 34. Let me see. I'll pull it up for y'all right now. I know Batman, he in the chat, so he could. Gary Russell is. How old is Gary Russell? Batman, how old is Gary Russell? 33. Okay. So Gary Russell, 33. Now, with that being said, we know what takes wear and tear off. What gives your body wear and tear? Going through training camps, fights, and sparring. Gary Russell say he don't spar that much. He say he don't spar that much like everybody else do because he wants to preserve his body. He not in there taking all that damage, sparring and all that. So yeah, I mean, the way his lifestyle, I'm pretty sure Gary Russell don't drink. Pretty sure he don't smoke. I'm pretty sure he don't do none of that. You Batman, you know what I'm saying? His brother in the building, so he can answer that. Batman can answer that. I don't, you know, I'm just assuming. Batman, do Gary Russell drink or smoke? Mark Stern, salute. Batman, answer that question for me. For he says no. Batman said no. He don't drink or he don't smoke. Right now, a lot of people talk about Floyd Mayweather. What Floyd Mayweather looked like when he was still old because he took care of his body. He trained all the time. He didn't ever get out of shape. He didn't drink or smoke. Right, but Floyd Mayweather he was in a lot of sparring wars. Floyd Mayweather used to spar in that doghouse sparring. You know what I'm saying? That shit took a lot out of Floyd Mayweather. So I think that Gary Russell, if he want to, Gary Russell, he probably pretty much could be in his prime when we talk about Gary Russell, 37 years old. I don't know. His body built different. He lived different. Yeah. Batman said he don't even go to clubs or none of that shit. The man get his sleep when he's supposed to sleep. Eat when he's that means a lot. That shit matters. You know what I'm saying? That shit matters. But like Herschel Walker, look at Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker was old and he was still dominant as a running back. These dudes now, they have 2 good years, three good years as a running back, and they fucked up. Look at Ezekiel Elliott. That man had 2 good years as being a running back, and he fucked up after that. Why? Think about it. The motherfucker party like a rock star. He drink like a fish. He don't, you know what I'm saying? He don't live that type of lifestyle. So it's different when you live that type of lifestyle, you know? Everybody not that disciplined. Everybody is not that disciplined. And so Gary Russell, he said he wants to fight at least 2 times this year. We heard that before, but we gotta see. We gotta see, you know, we gotta see if that happened. Oh shit. Yeah, we gotta see if it happens. But y'all hit smash my like button, smash the like button. So make sure that we all tune in to see Gary Russell. And I'm pissed off about how they did this shit because they said it's a triple header. Well, if it's a triple header, we know that Gary Antonio Russell just fought a little bit ago. But if it's a triple header, y'all could have at least had Gary Russell main event, and you could have had Gary and Antoine Russell in the co-main event. But they on some bullshit. PBC on some bullshit with the Russells. The only one that seemed to get some love is Gary Antonio Russell. If you want to keep it 100, the only one that seemed to really get some love is Gary Antonio Russell. But I'd like to see Gary Antonio Russell running back with Rodriguez. I think that was his name. Emmanuel Rodriguez. But yeah, so yeah, let's move on. Let's move on. Check this out, y'all. Like to me, I wasn't feeling this shit. I'm gonna pull this pull this up. So Michael Benson, he came out with an article where he came out with some news saying that Floyd Mayweather, right? And I'll just read it to y'all. It says social media star Money Kicks has claimed that talks for him to be Floyd Mayweather's exhibition opponent on February the 20th in Dubai are now at the last stage. He said the bout will be 8 rounds and added, if I knock him out, I wouldn't sleep for a year. Bro, I wish I could show y'all this dude. Man, this shit is ridiculous. If y'all can go Google Money Kicks, Floyd Mayweather ought to be shaming his fucking self. Like, Floyd Mayweather ought to be shaming himself for this bullshit right here. Outside Box Media, where are you? Bronner and Tank. Where Bronner? What you mean, Bronner and Tank? I don't understand where you came with that from, bro. That shit is you came way left field with that. Yeah, Devin Blocker dude look like a middle school child. Floyd Mayweather is talking about they finalizing an exhibition bout between Floyd Mayweather and Money Kicks. What's this dude? A social media star. This shit is ridiculous, dog. This shit ridiculous. Floyd ought to be fucking shaming himself. This motherfucker Floyd Mayweather, come on, bro. You considered as the best boxer in the world that ever laced up the gloves to a lot of people. And you gonna go and do some shit like this for some, like, come on, man. Like, when did you say, okay, I'm filthy rich already. I'm already a billionaire. I'm just not about to fucking just, you know what I'm saying, do anything for some money. This motherfucker Floyd Mayweather will do anything for some money. And it ain't like, okay, well, he flat broke and his family need to eat, and we understand that, he just got to do what he got to do. This motherfucker Floyd Mayweather would do anything for some money. This nigga, Floyd Mayweather let an Arab shit on his chest for some money. Floyd Mayweather would go over to fucking Dubai and let an Arab shit on his chest for 10 mil. Like, bro, what is you doing? And then another thing about it is you bringing all these dudes up from social media, and it's a whole lot of brothers that hold on, let me get 503 in here. Okay. What's happening with it, 503?
What's up with it, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. I thought this whole time, man, I thought my motherfucking earpiece was connected. Hold on real quick, man. Hold on, y'all. Damn. Yo, 503, say something.
There you go talking that boxing
Yo, 503.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you, bro.
Shit. You ain't on mute?
Nah, I can hear you, bro. Can y'all hear me in the chat? Can y'all hear me? Let me see.
Hello? Yo.
Yeah.
Okay, we good now. Okay, I can hear you now. We good. Now.
Yeah, I can hear you though. I can hear you the whole time. You just can't hear me, bro. That's all it is.
Okay. Yeah. We tapped in now. We good. So, man, it's like Floyd Mayweather, man. This nigga is like, did you see 503? Did you see the dude they talking about Floyd Mayweather finna fight?
Yeah, money kicks. I went live about that. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did? When you went live? You cut out. 503, you cut out.
Yeah. My girl was calling me, man. I had to.
Oh, okay. When you went live?
You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Oh
Yeah.
shit! When I first heard the news, bro, that was probably like a week ago, like last Saturday.
Okay.
Or some shit.
Yeah, cause see, I haven't really been paying attention to that shit, man. So I'm like,
he's supposed to be fighting the kid money kicks.
Yeah, but man, come on now, man. Like my thing is Floyd got all the money in the world, man. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't never gonna hate on the man bad. But come on, bro. When do you draw the line and say, okay, man, I ain't just finna fuck it. I ain't just been finna spread my ass cheek for some fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Like this motherfucker do anything for some money. Like I said, right now I'm thinking that he'll fly over to Dubai and let them fucking Arabs shit on his chest for $10 million and say, fuck it. Like you don't need to do all that, bro. You a billionaire already. When do you say, okay, you know what I'm saying? I got all the money in the world. Like, I don't need to be doing all this clown ass shit. 503, he out. But it just don't make no sense to me. It just don't make no fucking sense to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so another thing that bothered me about the situation is like, you got all okay, you want to do, you know what I'm saying? You want to make exhibition bout with social media stars and shit. It's a lot of brothers that's social media stars. Once you get a bag, let one of these brothers get a bag. Won't you let one of your people get a bag? Since you can make $10 million with anybody, won't you let one of your people get a bag? Then, dude, just I don't know, man. I ain't rocking with that shit. PLG Ski said, Hold on, we get 503 back in here.
Yeah, my bad, bro. I had to take that phone call, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Now, yeah. So man, now what I was just saying, 503 is just like you a billionaire, right? And when do you come to the point to where you say, okay, you know what I'm saying? I got a reputation to uphold. You know, I mean, he considered as one of the greatest fighters or the greatest fighter of all time by a lot of people. Man, come on, man. When do you put a stop to it? You know, or if you're gonna do that shit, do it for a purpose. Do it for a purpose. It's a lot of blacks. It's a lot of brothers out here that social media stars or influencers, whatever you want to call them. Why don't you let them get a bag? Do something for one of your people. I don't know, but man, I ain't. I'm gonna let you cook on it though. 503.
Yeah, man.
You
Bro, that's
man,
fucked up,
hey,
bro. 'Cause-
but you
Can you
you
hear me?
cut out. What you say? Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Shit. Oh, damn.
503.
I'm about to say. Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, yes, that nigga 503 shit fucked off. My man World Combat said one thing for sure, he hasn't stopped a beat for a black YouTuber to get a shot. Call Floyd foreign exchange Mayweather. Yeah, bro. He only like man, come on, bro. You pulling up all these dudes. Okay. Okay, well give one of your people a chance. Give one of your own people a chance to get some bread if you're gonna do it. Um DP Rocker says Floyd all lives matter Mayweather. Yeah, man. That's bullshit. Outside the box media said he said none would surprise me with Floyd and who would you want to see him lace up with? Who would I want to see him lacing up with? I don't have nobody that I want to see Floyd fight. But I'm saying if you giving all of these dudes like Logan Paul and all these dudes chances to make bags, off of your name, the Japanese dude over there in Japan. Well, give one of these brothers give one of these brothers a chance to get a bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, once if you're a billionaire and you still need to fucking do shit like this to make money, come on, man. I'm not even saying he need to. Maybe he just fucking greedy. I don't know. But I ain't gonna, I'm not never saying how much money a man should make or none of that shit, because that's up to him. But come on, bro, it's just like when you Floyd Mayweather and you doing shit like that, come on, man, that's clown shit to me. But anyway, y'all smash the like button. Y'all smash on the like button. Y'all smash the like button. Um, but yeah, that's some shit that I won't be watching. I'm not tuning into that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tuning into that bullshit. John Page said that nigga been rich for so long. He said he turned white in the inside. He said that nigga ain't steak and potatoes no more. I'm telling you, man. Mr. Mechanical said, I ain't mad at nobody getting money, but Floyd fighting a 19-year-old and has kids older. What the fuck? Is the kid 19 years old, bro? Is the kid 19 years old? Come on, bro. That's crazy. Hey, Panther Black Jones, stop spamming that shit in the chat. Stop spamming my chat with that shit, bro. This is my last time I'm gonna tell you. Cali Fire, salute. What's happening with it? Yeah, that's crazy, man. And he looked like a kid. He looked like a kid. But yeah, man, let's hit the like button. We gonna get into the main topic. Let's get into the main topic, man. Cause I'm gonna read y'all some information because there's been a lot of rumors going around that Canelo Alvarez, damn, big money Texas Toledo back. Damn, salute to you, my dude. You ain't gotta unsubscribe because I'm gonna block your clown ass, bro. Unsubscribe that, bitch. Big money Texas Toledo, what's happening with it? Salute to you. Um, he says, damn, my dude, I hope you got that shit straight. I hope you got it straight, my guy. Yeah. So it's been a lot of rumors going around that Canelo is gonna fight Jermall Charlo. Right? It's been a lot of rumors going around that Canelo is finna fight Jermall Charlo. Now, and I say rumors because it's rumors. We ain't heard Canelo say that. We ain't heard Eddie Reynoso say that. So this is what Eddie Reynoso recently just said about the situation. Um, he says, "Good afternoon. Regarding the next fight of Canelo, there's no negotiation with any promoter or rival or date. Next week we will have something concrete," said Reynoso on his Twitter earlier on Monday. So Eddie Reynoso, he's saying that it ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't started no negotiations with nobody. He said next week they'll be able to, tell you more on if he gonna fight a Charlo or if he gonna go to 175 or what he gonna do. I'm hearing that Makabu that's still a possibility for me. Let me pull up this dude Makabu because I know he got to defend that title that he got against this other dude. Hold on. Let me see. I'm pulling up Makabu for y'all. What's his name? Here he is right here. Unga Makabu. This trash ass dude. He finna fight Tabiso Muchunu. So the reason the Makabu fight fell out, well, the reason that they start talking about that the Makabu fight fell out is because Makabu got to defend his title against another dude, Machuno. I don't know how to say his name, what right at the cruiserweight division. Dude wouldn't take no step aside money. So right, uh, but that fight is gonna take place on January the 29th. It's already scheduled. So so let me see. March, April, May. So if Makabu could get this dude up out of there fast, I don't know. He could turn around. He could fight in May, but it's not. That don't look like it's gonna happen, and I'm glad. I'm glad that shit ain't gonna happen. Well, it might happen, but it don't look like it's gonna happen. But they trying to put that to the back burner, right? Now we got. I'm hearing Jermall Charlo or Joe Smith Jr. Now Joe Smith Jr. he got a fight coming up. And we know that Canelo, he like to, you know what I'm saying, wait till the last minute to tell these dudes if he gonna fight them or not. But Joe Smith Jr. he got a fight coming up, I believe, this weekend. And Joe Smith Jr. is a champion at 175 pounds. Now, initially, the word was that Canelo Alvarez was going up to once to cruiserweight, and then after cruiserweight, he was going to campaign at light heavyweight. So this Jermall Charlo talk, I asked a question last night. I said, if he fight Jermall Charlo, what weight is he going to fight? I wouldn't be surprised if Canelo Alvarez, the man to Jermall Charlo, to go to light heavyweight to fight him. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And he dropped his title. It could happen. We don't never know what Canelo gonna do. We never know what Canelo gonna do. But as of right now, Eddie Reynoso was saying that they're not in talks with nobody. He's saying they're not negotiating with no Jermall Charlo or nothing. So a lot of people been coming out with news saying that they in negotiations with Jermall Charlo, but Eddie Reynoso said that shit false. He said he said next week they might, you know what I'm saying? He said next week we will have something concrete. So I don't even know if Eddie Reynoso was telling the truth, because how could you have something concrete next week if you ain't even in talks or negotiations with nobody? So I don't know. That shit ain't making no sense. Big Money Texas Toledo says Makabu next fight is on free TV to defend his belt, but against Canelo, it will be on pay-per-view. I want to see Canelo versus Charlo in Houston. Yeah, I don't think that Makabu and Canelo shit gonna happen anyway. But Canelo versus Charlo, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But Charlo, he got smoke all around him. So Charlo, he came out and he said, "Oh well, I'll let Canelo and them know." You know what I'm saying? I'll let them know. Motherfucker, do you want the fight or not? Do you want the fight or not? And I really don't think that Jermall Charlo really want that fight. I think that Jermall Charlo more so want that payday. He want a Canelo payday, but I don't really think that Jermall Charlo want that fight. He don't want no smoke for real. Come on now. Jermall, y'all can think what y'all want, but Jermall Charlo don't really want that smoke with Canelo. He just want that payday. Jermall Charlo gonna fuck around and talk himself into something that he really don't want. He want a payday, but he don't want that action for real. That is not a favorable fight for Jermall Charlo. It's not a good stylistic matchup for Jermall Charlo. If I break the fight down, it's all bad for Jermall Charlo. The style that Jermall Charlo has is tailor-made for Canelo Alvarez. And the fight gonna look ugly. Shit gonna get ugly. Now, Jermall Charlo, he got another man calling him out, the man that actually just fought Canelo Alvarez, and that's Caleb Plant. And Caleb Plant really on his helmet. You dig what I'm saying? Caleb Plant is really on Jermall Charlo helmet. Caleb Plant is like, hey, bro, you keep on, you know what I'm saying, pussyfooting around calling me out like you acting like you want to call me out. You talking shit, but you ain't really saying nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So won't you go ahead and let it be known, and we can make it happen. We can make it happen. Because you're the least of my words. And you not Canelo Alvarez, you actually easy work. Caleb Plant talking that shit. You easy work. Well, Juan Ramos, I mean, if you beg to differ, like I said, whenever you feel froggy, you can leap up here and get a link and get on this panel, and we could go head to head, and we could break the fight down. It's simple as that. You know what I'm saying? It's simple as that, my dude. PLG Ski. Canelo, how can you say that Canelo is tailor-made for Charlo? Hey, Canelo ain't tailor-made for no Charlo in no type of way at all. Charlo is tailor-made for Canelo because, first of all, Charlo is a fighter that, yeah, he'll pop his jab and use his jab and stay on the outside for the first 3 rounds, maybe 4 at most. When Canelo figure him out, when Canelo he gonna close the distance, Charlo gonna let him close the distance because if you study Jermall Charlo, all his fights he end up banging with you on the inside. He trade with you on the inside, right? He don't have defense like that. Charlo get hit too much on the inside. He don't have good defense, and he don't have no head movement. He don't never get his head off the line. So with Canelo Alvarez and Charlo, all his shit is head. Charlo don't even never go to the body. How can you beat Canelo Alvarez with a one-dimensional attack like you can't do it? It's not gonna happen. He's not like with Canelo. You have to be able to have respectable power, and you have to be able to move laterally and have boxing skills. You got to be slick. You got to bring more to the table than what Jermall Charlo has in his arsenal. That's a bad fight for Jermall Charlo. Not a good fight. I'm just trying to tell y'all. And I like Jermall Charlo. I don't like how he moving, but I like Jermall Charlo as a fighter. I fuck with Jermall Charlo, but it's just not a good stylistic matchup. If you just go and break how they fight down, that's a matchup that's geared towards Canelo Alvarez. Charlo gonna be right there in front of him to be hit. Canelo Alvarez gonna be right there with Charlo, but Canelo got good defense. He quick. He got quick upper body movement, right? He's hard to hit. He don't get hit easy, and he a hell of a counter puncher. So soon as Charlo throws some shit, bam, he coming right back at Charlo with them counters. And Charlo, he doesn't. When you throwing at him, he don't throw in between your shots a lot. Like, yeah, he did get a knockout with J Rock, but he don't do that shit often. 503.
Yeah, Mike check. Can you hear me now, brother?
Yeah. Now, so before you came in, I just read a statement by Eddie Reynoso, and Eddie Reynoso pretty much said that they ain't in no negotiation with nobody. He said, you know what I'm saying? So basically all that shit is false rumors that's going around. He said, but next week they'll have something concrete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the contract already been sent to Charlo. That's why they ain't in no negotiation.
Yeah, so you think they did send a contract to Charlo already?
Yeah. Remember that conversation we had, bro? See.
Oh yeah.
Charlo,
You're right.
See, Charlo turned the fight down at first, bro, because he didn't know he was going through some shit. So they already been working on this shit behind the scenes, man. You know what I'm saying? Showtime, Al Heyman, all them dudes. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to negotiate about. Because they didn't already sent the nigga the contract, bro. You know, and by next week they gonna have that shit signed, sealed, and delivered.
Yeah, and that's why I said it sounded funny to me when he said, oh, there's no negotiation with any promoter arrival, but then he came back and said, but next week we'll have some concrete. And I said before you got on here, I said that's what sounded funny to me, because how can you have some contract net? How do you know that you're gonna have something basically in concrete next week, but you ain't negotiating with nobody yet? That didn't make sense. So he pretty much contradicted himself and told on himself right there. So, but I don't really think that Charlo want that smoke. I think that Charlo want a payday. I think he want the payday. I don't think he really want to fight Canelo like that.
I don't know what the man want, bro, but I do know that you know what I'm saying, he was, you know what I'm saying, turning this shit down at first. And now I guess Al Heyman and his team then got him back on board. So for me, I think I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I'm not making no excuses, but Canelo catching him at the right time, bro. You know what I'm saying? See, Canelo. One thing I don't like about Canelo is that he try to catch motherfuckers when they look vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Or when they is vulnerable. You feel me? That's the difference between him and Mayweather, bro. Mayweather gonna fight a nigga coming off his biggest win. You know what I'm saying? When they just look fucking spectacular. You know what I'm saying? That's
Well,
what Mayweather do,
well,
in
well,
my
well,
opinion.
well. Okay, let's get into that then. I
Yeah,
can't agree with you when we say that because motherfuckers been begging him to fight Jermall Charlo, right? When he got the contract, when he became a free agent, that's the first one of the first names they start asking him about was Jermall Charlo. And what did Canelo Alvarez said? He says, now that I'm not over there no more with Golden Boy, and I am a free agent now. Yeah, I look forward to making fights happen with I look forward to making a fight happen with Jermall Charlo. That's what he
right.
said. He doing exactly what he said he was going to do. So we can't say that. Oh well, he picking on him because he's vulnerable. I my responsibility is me. My responsibility is not for me to okay. Well, let me see how you doing in your fights and let me see. Nah, bro, that's his problem. If and then we said okay, we can Mayweather, he waited till people was coming off their best wins. Okay, well, what was Charlo's best win? Charlo's best win was Derby and
What
Chinko.
at 160 was Derevyanchenko.
Charlo's best win with Derby and Chinko. Who did Charlo fight after Derby and Chinko?
Montiel.
Okay. And in between that time, what did Jermall Charlo say when Canelo Alvarez was mentioned to him? He said, I'm not moving up to no 168 pounds. I'm a 160 fighter.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, we already established the nigga turned the shit down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
ain't no
And his
secret.
brother said he turned it down. He
Yeah,
turned the fight down in the past. So we can't really sit here and say that, oh well, and I'm not just saying you, a lot of people now that they seeing that Jermall Charlo and Canelo Alvarez could possibly happen in May, a lot of people backtracking talking about, oh, he just picking him because he seen how he looked against Montiel.
well, no,
Bruh.
it ain't even just that, bro. I say that to say that that's what Canelo, that's what he's known for doing, bro.
But we
Case,
gotta
case,
talk about
case in point. Hold on,
yeah,
Keith.
yeah, go ahead,
Case
go
in
ahead.
point. Case in point. The Triple G shit. He threw the belt in the trash can not to fight Triple G. Remember that? He threw the belt in the trash can. He didn't fight Triple G, bro, to kill Brook was whooping his ass and piecing him up. And Triple G was losing that fight till he knocked Kell Brook out. Then, you know what I'm saying? He didn't want to fight Danny Jacobs, right? He wait to motherfucking Danny Jacobs fight Triple G, and then Triple G beat him. See what I'm saying? That's what he do, bro. I
Okay.
mean, it ain't like he, you know what I'm saying? He ducking or anything like that because he fighting these motherfuckers. But he waiting till he see a chink in the armor, like, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, for example. And like I say, bro, I'm happy that Canelo fighting Charlo. I really, I'm happy for the fight. I'm gonna pay for it, watch it. If it's in Texas, I go, all that shit, right? But you know what I'm saying? Canelo know what he be doing, bro.
So let me see this, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
because with the situation with what did you say? You said
Triple G.
with Triple G. Now I'm not telling you that he haven't done some funny shit in what I'm saying in his past. But we're talking
Mm-hmm.
about right now with Jermall Charlo. We can't start crying about that. Oh, he ain't waiting to fight Jermall Charlo because he said Jermall Charlo vulnerable, bro. Like when was Jermall Charlo looking spectacular at 160? You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
So it
when he
ain't.
first moved, when he moved up in 160 and was knocking niggas
Okay, no,
out,
okay,
bro.
okay, bet.
Talking about?
If we gonna go there, 503, well, let's go there then. Okay,
We gonna
now
go there then, my boy. Let's go.
when Canelo Alvarez, right? When Canelo Alvarez
Mm-hmm.
was at 160 pounds, right? Canelo Alvarez was with Golden Boy Promotions. Let me say it again. Golden Boy Promotions. Now, now remember what I'm saying this. When Canelo
Mm-hmm.
became a free agent, he says, now that I'm a free agent. I don't have no promoter. Now I can move around and I can make these fights with these fighters like Jermall Charlo that y'all been wanting to see me fight. Now, let's go back to 160 pounds. He was with Golden Boy Promotions. Now, Golden Boy Promotions didn't do no business with PBC. Golden Boy Promotions had sued Al Heyman. They had sued Al Heyman. No Golden Boy promotional fighter was doing business with PBC. So in a interview that Canelo did when he became a free agent, he said that a lot of them fight that people wanted to see like them. He said that Oscar De La Hoya wouldn't let that shit happen. Now, if that's false, right? If that's false,
that is false.
Well, okay. Well, name me. Hold on. Name me one fighter on the caliber, right? One B plus A level. Hold on. Name me one B plus A level fighter,
bro.
Huh? No, I'm not moving the goalpost. I'm asking you to name me one B plus or A level fighter, or name me a fighter that you know that Golden Boy Promotions did business with PBC at that time. Name me one fighter. That's all I'm asking you.
Okay. Motherfucking me, Patrick Teixeira versus Brian Castano. That's one fight. I give you another one of recent.
When did Patrick? No. I said during the time during that time, right? That time we talking about Patrick Teixeira and Brian Castano. They just fought each other last year.
Yeah, but who Teixeira with? Ain't he with Golden Boy?
What you say?
Ain't Patrick Teixeira with Golden Boy?
I'm saying during that time, right? You talking about 2017, right? You said when Charlo first moved up. You talking about 2017, 2016. When did Charlo move up? 2017, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Did he move up in 2017? I'm gonna pull up Jermall Charlo. I believe that he moved up in 2017.
But you looking for a specific day, bro. At the end of the day, bro, PBC and Golden Boy have done business together, bro.
At the end of the day, PBC and Golden Boy wouldn't doing no business, and that's a fact. That's not nothing I'm just making up. That ain't some shit. I'm just saying. That is a fact.
So how come Floyd Mayweather was fighting all the Oscar De La Hoya fighters in?
What'd you say?
How come if you say they weren't doing business together? Wasn't Floyd fighting all these dudes on Golden Boy?
Bro, you talking about some shit that don't have nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
Answer the question,
I said
Floyd Mayweather was with PBC and
Al Heyman. Bro, you talking about Floyd Mayweather that ain't fought a boxer since 2015. Al Heyman got sued by Oscar De La Hoya, by Golden Boy Promotions and them around 2015. After that, they was not doing no business together at all. They wasn't doing no business. PBC and Golden Boy wasn't doing no business with each other. I don't know if you don't know that or what's going on, but that's a fact. They was not doing no business with each other.
Come on, bro.
I know you got to know that, but you going back to Floyd. But you going all the way back to Floyd Mayweather was fighting.
When I go back, you say that's too far. When I give you another one, you say, oh, that's a recent. So I don't know what you want me to tell you, bro.
Because you going back to some shit 2010, 11, 12, 13. Them niggas hadn't sued Al Heyman way back then. I'm talking about around the time frame when you talking about that Canelo Alvarez, right? When Canelo Alvarez and Jermall Charlo could have fought, when Jermall Charlo moved up to 160, right? And this is around 2017. Around that time period, and I'm just telling you, I don't know what was really going on behind the scenes, but I know that no Golden Boy fighters was doing no business with PBC, and they sure wasn't gonna do no big business with each other. How was that shit gonna be made? Tell me how Golden Boy was gonna come together, right, with PBC. Was Jermall Charlo? Was Al Heyman gonna say, well, fuck it, I know I know that Oscar De La Hoya and them, they just tried to sue me. They just tried to get my whole company shut down. But yeah, Jermall Charlo, I'm gonna send you over there and fight Canelo Alvarez. Or was Canelo Alvarez at the time gonna go to PBC? We gotta make this make sense, 503. How was the fight gonna happen?
I mean, the shit could have happened. It just they didn't want to put Canelo in there with Charlo. That's why they got the.
We can't just say it could have. How was it going to happen then? We got to get down to the bottom of the line because everybody going around like this, and that. But let's get down to the bottom of the shit. How was it going to happen? $503. $503. I guess he out.
No. I'm right here. What about hold on. What about Amir Khan versus motherfucking Canelo? Ain't Amir Khan with PBC? How did Amir Khan make his way over there to Golden Boy?
Okay. Wait, hold on. Was Amir Khan with I'm asking you, was Amir Khan, and when that fight happened, was Amir Khan with the PBC?
Yeah, bro. Yes, nigga. Yeah. He's with the PBC. He been with Al Heyman, bro. You never know.
Let me see.
Come on, man.
Let me see. Hold on. It took you a long time to come up with that.
Because you said he moving the goalposts, bro. Every time I get an answer, yes you are, bro. Yes you are. Oh, well, that was way back when. That was when Freddie Douglas and Jack Johnson was fighting.
Hold on. Come here, you start talking about some goddamn fucking Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather was doing business with Golden Boy. Man, you talking about some shit 2010 and shit. Man. Hold on.
Goddamn, Keith. Goddamn.
Hold on. Let me pull up Amir Khan. Let me pull up Amir Khan. Because I know he been with Al, but I don't know if he with Al Heyman then. He might have been. I'm not saying he wasn't. Hold on. I gotta do the research myself. Let me see. I know Amir Khan was with Frank Warren and them.
No, bro, he ain't never been with no fucking Frank Warren, bro. Not Frank Warren, Eddie Hearn. Amir Khan did because Amir Khan did he didn't be with Eddie Hearn. Promoter, bro. That's a promoter, bro. That's what I
just said. I said a promoter.
Bro, he didn't start fucking with Eddie Hearn.
Golden Boy is a promotional team. Huh?
No. Golden Boy is a promotional team, but
right.
What I'm saying is Al Heyman advised Amir Khan when he fought on motherfucking HBO versus Canelo, bro. He was with PBC. He was advised by Al Heyman at PBC.
When he fought Canelo. No, we got to get to the bottom of it. I want to see who he was with. Because I know Amir Khan, he didn't fuck around with Sky Sports. He didn't fuck around with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Amir Khan still fuck with Sky Sports, bro. He just ain't fucking with Eddie. He ain't fucking with Eddie Hearn no more because Eddie Hearn didn't want to pay him the bread that he wanted to get versus Kell Brooks. So they got that shit on Sky Sports Boxer. But he was doing business with Eddie Hearn. His last couple fights was on the zone, but he's still advised by Al Heyman. Nigga, when Danny Jacobs fought Canelo, nigga, Danny Jacobs was with motherfucking PBC, nigga. What you talking about, bro?
But what Amir Khan PB was he with Premier Boxing Champions when he fought Canelo Alvarez? Was it a Premier Boxing Champion? I don't know that. We gotta see. I'm gonna see.
The fight was promoted by Golden Boy HBO on motherfucking HBO. But Amir Khan was with PBC. He was still advised by Al Heyman, just like motherfucking Danny Jacobs, bro.
Hold on. You cook real quick. Hold on.
Salute to my brother. Stay ready. I see you in the building. What's good, bro? Bro, they did not want Canelo to fight motherfucking Jermall Charlo back when, bro. That's just what it is. They didn't want that fight, bro. Golden Boy didn't want that fight. Just how like they didn't want motherfucking Canelo to fight motherfucking Demetrius Andrade, bro. He ducked both of them. He did. Charlo was on that bullshit too. I'm like I say, bro. I look at it from both angles, bro. I'm not just looking at it one side. But Canelo and Golden Boy have done business with the PBC. Amir Khan and Daniel Jacobs was advised by the PBC, bro. Facts. Y'all know this shit. Then you seen motherfucking
503. Advised by the PBC and being under the PBC banner, that ain't the same shit. He could be his advisor, but the man was moving around doing business with a lot of other different entities. That's why you see him go over there and fight on Top Rank. That's why you see him fighting on fucking with Eddie Hearn and doing all types of shit. He was moving around like that.
So now Amir Khan was going wherever
PBC was just his advisor. That's different though, 503. It ain't the same fucking thing. He was not signed under the He wasn't signed under the PBC promotional banner.
Bro, it ain't PBC ain't no fucking promotional company, nigga. What are you talking about? It's a platform, bro. It's a network. It ain't no motherfucking promotional company.
Daniel Jacobs, right? He was advised by Al Heyman, but he was still fighting on the zone. It's two different things.
Bro, he's still under the PBC banner, bro.
He's not. How can you be under the PBC? Hold on.
You don't want to be wrong, so you trying to move the goalpost.
I'm trying to tell you that what you're talking about is some bullshit, because how can Daniel Jacobs be advised, right? How can Daniel Jacobs be advised by Al Heyman, but he fighting on the DAZN banner? He ain't, because he's not signed under the Premier Boxing Championship. He just using Al Heyman as his advisor.
Listen, bro. Listen, bro. Because you only seeing the shit one way. You don't want to listen. I'm listening to you, but you don't want to listen to me. Every time I tell you something, you try to go back and debunk what I'm saying. I'm just saying, bro. PBC ain't no motherfucking promotional company, bro. It's a platform. So just how like you see all these niggas on PBC, they can go to the zone. Like Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz is on the PBC. Didn't he just fight last year on pay-per-view? Didn't he go to the zone and fight AJ 2 times? You seen Maurice Hooker on the zone? Didn't he fight Virgil Ortiz? Like, come on, bro. It's ways around that shit, bro. They not. Al Heyman ain't no promoter, bro. He's an advisor. That's it. He's an advisor or he's a manager. Either or. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no promoter. That's why every time you see PBC when they doing their fights, bro, they say Tom Brown in association with Tom Brown Promotions. That's their fucking front man for their promoter.
I don't know why you keep sitting up here and you wanna make yourself believe that Canelo Alvarez was just so scared of motherfucking Jermall Charlo and he was ducking Jermall Charlo.
Did I say that?
But what you need to understand is that fight wasn't going to happen. Oscar De La Hoya wasn't gonna let that fight happen, bro. I don't know what you don't understand that for. You can stop saying that he was ducking Jermall Charlo, who he was with. If his promotional team wasn't letting this shit happen.
So Canelo didn't get a franchise belt made, so he didn't have to fight his mandatory in Charlo.
Hold on.
You gonna lie and say that too? Come on, King, you my boy. Be real with me, man. So it was made for fucking Canelo, so he didn't have to fight no fucking Charlo. And that was in 2019. The shit happened right here in my city. Now you can't lie and say, "Oh, well, he's just making that up." No,
hold on. Hey, hold on. I just had money. Look it up. I'm gonna put him on speaker. And so we gotta be quiet real quick so the man can talk. Hold on. Okay, now, what was the
Oh
deal
man, you
back when?
you call him money, bro. He the ultimate Canelo
Bro,
fan, bro.
I had him look this shit up. Just damn, chill for a minute. Hold on. Oh, okay. Oh,
That's what
what was it?
these niggas
Because
don't
you
want to
looked
be
it up.
wrong.
Yeah, Daddy, Bert Khan was Daddy was the manager. Bert Khan, that's when he went on his own shit. So the Daddy was the manager. He came back, he linked back up with Golden Boy for that fight, for the Canelo Alvarez fight. So his Daddy was the manager, got a contact with Oscar De La Hoya. They made everything happen smooth sailing. And the promotion was up under Golden Boy Promotion. So that was the Golden Boy Promotion card. And the Bert Khan Daddy was the manager. So I ain't even have nothing to do with that fight.
All right, I appreciate you. You grab a link if you want to though. But all right.
Hey, stay ready. You want the link too, bro.
Okay. Now, thank you. Now, stop telling me I'm just talking and I want to be right. I said we go
You
my
do,
own
bro.
thing. No, you're wrong.
You call Money Brown TV
because I had
the nigga
him
that go.
because I'm on my phone and I couldn't look up the information,
Damn, bro,
so I
calm
called
down, bro.
him
You don't
to
gotta-
look up the
you gotta
information.
yell, bro.
If we
Calm
gonna get
down.
down to the bottom of some shit, let's get down to
Okay,
the bottom of it and stop making
right.
up shit and speculating.
Okay, you right and I'm wrong, my boy. You ain't
is
gotta
wrong.
yell, bro.
You
Okay,
wrong, bro.
okay.
You wrong.
Okay.
Now, like I said before, like I was saying, now let me go back to my original point. Golden Boy Promotions and PBC, they wasn't doing no business. So you can come with somebody else and throw that Amir Khan shit out the window. Come again.
Okay, what about Danny Jacobs then? Danny Jacobs went with him neither?
Bro, I just told you about Danny Jacobs. No. Danny Jacobs had went and was doing business with the Zone. Come with another one.
No, I'm all out of them, bro.
This
You
my
right.
hey,
You
503
right. You
my
right.
brother. We 503 my brother. We that's how we get it in. Hello?
You see, y'all see, I may keep get on the phone and call a nigga for backup. Let's there be a little bro on his neck. That's all. That's all. But nah, we cool money. We cool money, y'all. It ain't nothing. Hey, Skill,
Hey,
you there?
503. 503. I'm gonna give you something right now. I keep it real 100. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And your ass was right. You was right. The nigga just hold on. I'm gonna drop the link for money. He said he just called me back and said that his ass was wrong. 503 was the advisor. So 503, he got this one. But hey, I'm gonna be back. He got me on this one. Hold on.
I'm gonna shoot. Stay ready to link, bro. He want the link too.
Shoot him the link. I don't have his email in my junk. I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone, so.
Yeah, I figured you was on your phone. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me find a link for him real quick. And listen, man, it like y'all like we just going back and forth, man. It ain't nothing. It's just we love this shit. So we, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no beef or nothing like that, bro. We just going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Niggas get passionate about shit they love, man.
This ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? We do this all in this boxing talk. That's the difference between us and you know what I'm saying, lame ass niggas. Lame ass niggas gonna take that shit and cry and want to fight and
Keon is yelling at me, so I'm gonna go cry. Fuck out here,
like
bro.
we how we get down. But now I get hey, you know what I'm saying? He 503, he got me on that one. He might have got me on that one, but I'll be back. I'm gonna come back strong too.
Hey, hold on. I'm about to try to email this link to him, bro. If I drop off, just put me back in.
Okay, bet. My whole thing is I just don't really feel like that fight was able to be made. I don't feel like that Oscar De La Hoya, how they do business, they was willing to make that fight with Canelo Alvarez and Jermall Charlo. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. So with that being said, I'm not hold on. So with that being said, I'm not I can't really sit up here and say that Canelo Alvarez was ducking Jermall Charlo. Cause I thought that he was ducking Jermall Charlo back then too, myself, to be honest. But then when I started
Mhm.
looking at how they don't do business together and how they weren't really fucking with each other, and they weren't really doing no big business like that.
And you know what, bro? When you really think about it in retrospect, like motherfuckers like to, and it's just like with Bud Crawford, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like how we say, people say he ducking EJ. It really don't be the fighter, bro. It be the promotional companies, bro. It really be the suits behind this shit. So like it was really Golden Boy stopping that shit, bro. To be honest with you,
Yeah, that's my
you know
whole
what I'm
thing.
saying?
That's the whole thing I'm getting down to. I don't think that Canelo was afraid of that nigga like that. You know what I'm talking about? Because I mean, you just gotta look at it's different circumstances. Like as fans and shit, we like to jump to conclusions, but it's different shit that be going down behind the scenes, and we know how motherfucking Oscar De La Hoya moved, bruh. We know how he was moving. He did not want Charlo. I mean, he did not want Canelo to get in the ring with Charlo at that point in time, and he wasn't finna break no bread with PBC. He wasn't finna break no bread with them. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Them niggas picked and choose who they wanted to fight on the PBC, bro. Like I say, they cherry picked Amir Khan. You know what I'm saying? And then they cherry picked. Well, I ain't gonna even say they cherry picked Daniel Jacobs. I say like when Jacobs was getting pieced up by Triple G, they was like, oh shit, well yeah, let's fight Danny Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? So that's
right,
that
right,
shit.
right.
That's all, bro. It ain't. It ain't.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I think that what I'm saying. Like, if we go back to the Triple G shit, right? He ain't want to fight Triple G, bro. When Triple G
No.
was really wrecking shit, I agree with you. He ain't really want to fight Triple G, and what it looked like to me, and what it looked like to a lot of people is that he decided that okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fight Triple G. Now that Triple G kind of look, if Daniel Jacobs was able to make him look like that, and then the fight before that, what's his name was able to make him look like that. Um,
Hmm.
Kell Brooks. Well, yeah, yeah. So it did look like that. And salute to my brother. Stay ready. What's happening with it?
What's up with it, man? God damn. I know I just jumped on, but when I say I'm looking at a motherfucking badass wreck, like, this shit is terrible, fool. And they got the
Oh
stretchers
shit.
and everything out here. 2 fire trucks, stretchers, 3 cars, and a motherfucking traffic light down.
Damn,
Damn.
bro. Hate to hear some
Damn.
shit like that, man. Pray for them
Yeah, man.
people, you know what I'm
You
saying,
might,
that they
yeah,
come
you
out
might want to get
okay.
out the, you might want to get out the freeway, my boy.
I
You on
ain't
the
on the
freeway?
freeway. I'm not
Oh,
even on the
damn.
freeway. I
Yeah,
said
salute,
traffic
salute,
light. Ain't
bro.
no traffic light on the freeway. What's up with it, little bro? What's up with it, KT? Man, I
What's
had
up?
to jump
We
on
got
because
Money Brown. We got my man
Money
Money Brown in
Brown.
the building too.
Hey, man.
I had to jump on because I disagree with you saying that Canelo didn't duck. Now, I'm not gonna say he wouldn't have fought Charlo, but I don't care who your team is. If that's the team you pick, that's your team. Your team speaks for you. And if you're not taking fights that's right there in front of you in multiple divisions, that's a duck. We say the same thing about Crawford. We know Crawford is gonna fight Earl Spence, but has he ducked Earl Spence? Yeah, he have. Same thing with Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Did they duck Wilder? Yeah, they did. They
Money,
Tyson Fury.
my bad 513. Money, send coach that link. Send coach that link.
Yeah, 503. I mean, Tyson Fury eventually fought Wilder, but initially, whatever transpired to make the fight not happen made it a duck. Canelo, Golden Boy didn't want Canelo to fight Jermall Charlo or Demetrius Andrade. He ducked him. It's really simple or more simpler than what we making it out to be. I understand we like the fighters or not, you know what I'm saying, but we know if they was in position to fight multiple times and he wasn't trying to fight them. Whether it was Oscar De La Hoya's, whether it was Bernard Hopkins, whether it was Richard Schaefer, whether it was Golden Boy as a whole, whether it was HBO, whether it was Showtime, whoever it was that was stopping that fight. But you put yourself in that position to, you put those people in position to be your representative.
Uh, Me, money,
Yeah, I'm around.
money. You in the building? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You go, you go ahead and cook.
So, money, I want to
What
ask
up,
you, bro,
Luca?
because
What up, man?
you came in. Salute to you, by the way. So you said that Amir Khan was advised by PBC and Al Heyman when he took the Canelo fight. Yeah, what's going down with the bros? Mac 503. Yeah, he was out. He was advised by Al Heyman. You see, what the reason why I thought he wasn't at that fight, which I had to go look at. I looked all the way into it, but you remember Al Heyman and Amir Khan daddy got into it and shit, and that's when he started having to pick between his daddy and Al Heyman. But that wasn't a fight. But yeah, Al Heyman advised him in that fight. Al Heyman was his advisor. His daddy was the manager, and you know they made it happen with Golden Boy as the promoter, as the promotion company. So
So
yeah,
I
Al
want to
Heyman.
ask you something, money. So why didn't your boy Canelo? Why did he fight Jermall Charlo at that time?
At that time, what Canelo said, man, they came out with the Oscar De La Hoya situation. Oscar De La Hoya was the one pulling the strings and shit, and he said it himself. He was misadvised by Golden Boy, but Golden Boy also sent Jermall Charlo them a opportunity to fight. Well, they turned it down as well. So when you look at the situation, for as me really answering why they didn't fight him, we none of us have the answer on why they really didn't fight. You know what I'm saying? All we know is the shit didn't happen. So we can look at it and say, oh well, it was Oscar De La Hoya them side, and it was this, that, and the third. But we really don't know. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just say blank floor that Canelo ducked them. You know what I'm saying? It could have been probably Al Heyman didn't want to get ass the money they was looking for, or they didn't want to send Jamal and them over to the Golden Boy side, because you know Al Heyman got his business he doing as well. Just like when people, and I can't even say when Max said Terrence Crawford ducked Earl Spence, we can't say that Terrence Crawford ducked Earl Spence because it was never a position for Terrence Crawford to fight Earl Spence. We know we wanted to fight, but we know it was never a chance for Terrence Crawford to come over to the PBC side where they sent the offer for him to fight. Even right now, when we say it's the 60-40, we want his ass to accept it, but it was still never offered right there. That's why I never say, oh, Earl Spence ducking Terrence Crawford ducking Earl Spence, because the offer wasn't ever sent. So we can't say that he ducked somebody, but with the Canelo situation and the Charlo situation, when he fought Laura, right? Remember he fought Laura. We all know Laura was PBC. Laura was the big brother to them boys, right? At that time. So we can't really sit up here and say, oh, why did he never fight him? It could have been some shit with Golden Boy and them not fucking with the PBC, with motherfucking Top Rank not fucking with the PBC for us the star fighters. We know for sure they let these young the motherfuckers that's up and coming fight because everybody trying to build them up. For
My
us the
bad.
star
My
fighters.
bad. BFTV, salute.
Yeah.
Salute to BF. I had missed it. My bad. Go ahead.
I got you, coach. I'm trying to send it to you, coach. For us, the star fighters, nobody really want to let their stars go somewhere else and let them fight, depending on even if you think you got to go win or not. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Al Heyman was on the mission, was like, well, I'm not letting fucking Charlo go over to the zone side and let them fight over there, or to the Golden Boy side and let them fight over there, because we moving our machine over here, and vice versa with motherfucking Golden Boy. Well, I'm not gonna let them fight Canelo because we got plans for Canelo already over here. When you got a promotional company, bro, you got shit set up, right? And you got a lot of in-house fights that you can make to where you get money, or you making money with people that you fuck with. You're not gonna try to put money in the other fucking promoter cup or advisor or promoter company pockets, bro. Because you know that still become a threat because you still oiling up their machine. So that's how that shit work in boxing. We all know this shit, right? Even with fighters be like, well, I don't want to get them a payday. Same with promoters. Well, why would I put this promoter on this big stage and get them that good look? Whether I think my fighter gonna win or not. So I can't really just sit up here and say, oh, what was the reason why them not fighting? Shit, I don't got the answer to that, just like y'all don't got the answer to it. But we all got our speculations.
My man G5 Gabe in the building. My man Emmanuel H in the building. What's happening with y'all? And the Queen Cassandra Mason walking through the door hella late.
Tell coach I'm sending it now. I'm sending it now, coach. I had to get to this motherfucking
Yeah, but my whole thing, bro, I just, you know, I don't see why he would duck Charlie. But see, and if he did, right? If he did, we finna get the fight. We might possibly about to be getting the fight now. Why are you crying about acting like it's too late? Charlo only 31 years old, bro. I don't understand why everybody crying, talking about, oh, well, he waited. Bro,
Both of them 30,
Charlo is
both of them
31 years old.
yeah, both of them 31.
He should be in his he should be at his peak prime right now. That ain't Canelo Alvarez off the wait around to see when this man is at his best and when he come on, bro.
Charlo wait.
The narrative is key. You know what I'm saying? Who does who, whatever. The point is, and I think that's when we kind of start going back and forth and it turned into some other shit. Like I was saying, I think Canelo, that's just what Reynoso managed him to tell him to do. Cause I mean, you see the pattern, bro. You know what I'm saying? He did the shit with Triple G. He didn't fight Triple G when they first called for the shit, bro. He threw the belt in the trash. He said, "Fuck the WBC."
Why was it though? 503.
I don't know, man. Because shit, maybe he didn't want to fight. That's what I think.
It's not that he didn't want to fight. It's that when he came off that win, they never told him who he was fighting next, right? And then he was dealing with the case in Miami. That's when he started having beef with Oscar De La Hoya because Oscar De La Hoya left him on his own with that $7 million lawsuit. You see what I'm saying? He like, okay, motherfucker, this I didn't even like the when the lawsuit came up, he still had no notion that shit was still in play because Oscar De La Hoya told him to go take care of that shit. So then he said when he came out,
you talking about Hostile Boxing? That's that shit called?
Yeah, you gotta go listen to what we talking about. So okay, so when he came up, he never had no idea that okay, you fighting Triple G next. When he came up, like all of a sudden they telling me, this who you fight. And he like, I'm dealing with this shit, right? So he like Oscar De La Hoya not telling me shit.
Hey, money, give me a second, man. I had missed this super chat, man. Jose Talavera, my bad, dog. I had missed the super chat earlier, and so salute to you, man. I appreciate you with that super chat, man. And Blue Blood Sports TV, shit, Blue Blood was in here too, man. Me and 503 was going back and forth. I didn't see none of this shit, man. But salute. And my man Knockout Boxing 86 TV, what's happening with it? Salute to Knockout. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, it was just a situation with when Canelo was going through his shit. He like, shit, y'all, I'm dealing with this motherfucking lawsuit over here. He ain't never told me nothing about this fight, first of all. So that's why he did what he did. That Canelo, y'all gotta remember, Canelo whooped Triple G as a spawn. I mean, we know it just spawn, but Canelo was handling him as spawn, bro. So I ain't that he was afraid to fight no Triple G. You know what I'm saying? But if you're doing something, you coming up, then they telling you this what it is, and that's what he wanted insight on what was going on with the contract with the zone and how they was picking his fights. You know what I mean? When people was coming out saying, oh, Canelo, he wanted all these weak fights and this, they like, fuck nah. I just wanted to know what was going on with the contracts. And then he was already fucking me out of money. So I'm trying to see, okay, what is this and what is that? You feel me? So that's what that situation was. It wasn't never about, he didn't give a fuck about fighting Triple G. It was afraid of him. But this out of Canelo on mouth. This ain't me talking. You feel me?
Yeah, y'all follow through. You go ahead.
Yeah, I mean that's cool and shit. That's all cool, bro. But doing that, I mean, like I say, bro, the narrative. It's always about narrative and perception. Like motherfuckers perceive that as him ducking, man. You know what I'm saying? But we here now. We got a possible big fight on our hands. Canelo. You know what I'm saying? He got the. You know what I'm saying? He got the world in his hands. You know what I'm saying? And the man can do what he want to do. And I'm gonna keep it real, shit. I'm for me, bro. It ain't no excuses. You know what I'm saying? Charlo better come in the best shape of his life. Be ready for that shit, bro. It's a chance of a lifetime, and shit. He got an opportunity to give Canelo his second loss. You know what I'm saying? So even Canelo acknowledging this shit, or even sending this man a contract, from what I'm hearing, bro, I'm happy about that. You know what I'm saying? And we can go back and forth all day. And I know me and Keith, we damn sure gonna be going back and forth all day when the motherfucking fight get made. And money, I'm gonna come on your channel too and pop my shit too, money. So you better be ready for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And my man Emmanuel H in that super chat. What's happening with it, fam? He said, what's good? Salute to the panel and fam in the chat. Late but respect paid. Man, I appreciate you. I appreciate that, man. And y'all make sure that if everybody ain't sub to Emmanuel H and Blue Blood Sports TV basketball channel. Make sure that everybody go sub to their basketball channel. So my thing, bro, is that why are we? I'm still trying to figure out why is everybody making excuses? Because if y'all watched the show that I did a couple of weeks ago, and I was talking about that whole ass macabre shit, right? Like that macabre shit is some bullshit to me.
Let me say this,
on.
Keith. I'm sorry.
Hold
I just want to clear something up, Keith. Okay. So he said was okay when it came to the contract with the zone, right? In the contract, right? He's supposed to fight and get a certain amount of money. But when it comes to the big names like Triple G, Mayweather, to the big names, he supposed to be able to be in that bitch and negotiate what he get. He said what they tried to do was not giving him, like they try to cut him out of that shit. Like, oh no, we're not gonna let you negotiate on what you get for this fight. And he said when they try to do that shit, that's when he said, nah, fuck y'all. Y'all ain't gonna come here and tell me what I'm gonna take. I'm gonna negotiate what I get. You know what I'm saying? So they try to fuck him on the money, and that's why that fight didn't take place.
But so basically going back to this Jermall Charlo and Canelo situation. I did a show probably like a couple weeks ago before any of us knew anything about this Jermall Charlo situation, right? And I said if he fight Jermall Charlo, I said it's gonna be some fucking excuses. I said everybody gonna get to making excuses and crying about but he just fighting Jermall Charlo because what happened in the Montiel fight. Come on, I mean we ain't gonna be. I said hey, people ain't gonna never be satisfied with who he fights. And I don't even rock with Canelo Alvarez hard like that. I respect him in the ring. I like him as a fighter in the ring and shit. But I ain't no fucking Canelo fanatic. But come on, let's keep it 100. Now everybody running around, and I'm not talking about nobody on here, but I'm talking about what I've been seeing in general. Everybody crying and complaining, the same people that was calling and he ducking Jermall and he scared Jermall Charlo. Now it's he picking and choosing when he fight Jermall Charlo. Nah, man, picking and choosing what? If you can look at the matchup, and if anybody on this panel want to bet me when they fight, if you could look at the matchup, it ain't never been a favorable matchup for Jermall Charlo. Like when was who Jermall Charlo fought? That was like, okay, Jermall Charlo, he just the dominant. He ain't even fought nobody. Dang, he fought one person at 160, and that was Derevyanchenko. And Blue Blood had told me Derevyanchenko was getting the shit beat out of him the whole training camp. And that's a fact. What Derevyanchenko did after he fought Jermall Charlo? What has he done? Who he beat? Derevyanchenko cool, but he ain't beat nobody. You know what I'm saying? He do well in fight, but he ain't never beat nobody. So who Jermall Charlo beat to just say, oh yeah, Canelo Alvarez just should have been was afraid of him. He fought Triple G when everybody wasn't fucking with Triple G. So why would he be afraid of Jermall Charlo? Y'all got to make that shit make sense to me.
Emmanuel H, my brother, what's going down, champ?
But now it ain't good enough. Now he's fighting Jermall Charlo, or possibly fighting Jermall Charlo. Now it ain't good enough. So he fighting a man at 31 years old, but now he waited Jermall Charlo out. Y'all got to make this shit make sense to me, please.
Well, what it is, Key.
I never heard none of that before. Can you? Yeah, I ain't never heard none of that before.
So you ain't never heard people saying none of that he picking him.
That he only picked because I'm gonna be honest with you. I took a hiatus for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I'm back, but
I've been hearing
on the cool. And if I hear it, I'm gonna look at them like they're stupid because
I'm not gonna lie.
I guess
go on Twitter. Go on Twitter, bro. You'll see it.
No, I ain't gonna do it because niggas on Twitter make my ass itch, my nigga. And it's a lot of them niggas that can eat my dick and balls because they say some of the stupidest shit on Twitter and on Facebook. So I quit commenting on niggas shit because they say, matter of fact, I'm gonna give you the reason what made me stop is when I saw a nigga on Facebook. I ain't gonna say his name in here, and I can put money on it. KT and Money know exactly who I'm talking about. I tell you in the private chat, but this nigga took a 5-second clip from the Mikey Earl fight and say Earl don't know how to pivot back up and his defense is subject and he took a hard hit from Mikey. And I'm like, Nigga, he blocked every shot, and that was a 5 second clip. I could take a 5 second clip from a Crawford fight. I could take a 5 second clip from a Canelo fight. I could take a 5 second clip from a Usyk, a Tyson Fury. I can take a 5 second clip from any fighter fight and do the same thing you did. But this is how stupid you got some of these fanatics are. Not boxing fan fanatics, these fanboys that are only fans of certain fighters. They're not real boxing fans. And I get tired of talking to motherfuckers like that because they idiots, my nigga. They idiots. And if you just look at boxing for what it is, this is right now, they both in their prime. Jermall Charlo is in his prime at 31. Canelo is 31. Y'all, Canelo is not that old. We can't look at him like he old. He's 32, I mean. He's 32 years old.
31.
Yeah, I don't understand what niggas is whining for neither. I mean, I'm just pointing out the patterns that Canelo do, but I'm not finna sit up on this bitch and complain and cry like how I see these niggas doing on Twitter and Facebook because he waited till now to fight motherfucking Charlo. Nigga, be motherfucking happy you getting a fight, bitch ass nigga. What you crying for? You know what I'm saying? Like bro, the man is fighting Charlo, but everybody been saying, me, myself, Key, probably Money, probably the only one that ain't said it because he ride for Canelo hard. You know what I'm saying? So I know for a fact we've been saying, oh, Canelo ducking Charlo. Oh, he ducking Andrade. He ducking Charlo. Oh, they make the franchise bill for him to duck Charlo. I've been saying that shit for years, my nigga. For fucking damn near 3 years. And now we finally finna get the fight. So what the fuck I'm gonna be mad for complaining for, my nigga? Nah. Shit. Maybe Charlo did that shit on purpose against Montiel so Canelo could give him a look. Shit, who knows, bro? Like, we won't know what's gonna happen until them niggas actually get in the ring and fight. And I'm gonna keep it real too. And niggas ain't even see niggas only look at shit one side. You gotta look at the shit from both sides, bro. Canelo didn't look all that good versus Caleb Plant. Not to me. You know what I'm saying? Not to me, he didn't look good. Maybe y'all might see it different, but to me, Canelo was getting outworked in that fight. You know what I'm saying? And it was them scorecards was off to me. To me, he looked way better in the Billy Joe Saunders fight than he did in Caleb Plant fight. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel though.
In different opponents, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't really say that. I'd just say is that Caleb Plant is a much better fighter and present a lot more, you know what I'm saying, arsenal than what Billy Joe do. That's just my opinion. But and salute my man Emmanuel H back in that super chat once again. He say people never be satisfied if they don't get what they want. He said when they want it, no matter what it is. Yeah, to me it's like now you're supposed to be they 31. They both 31 years old. And you're supposed to be getting the best Jermall Charlo versus the best Canelo Alvarez. They both at their prime. It ain't for Canelo Alvarez. If I'm Canelo, I'm not finna, okay, well, you know what I'm saying, I gotta wait and make sure, you know what I'm saying, that your prime, I gotta it ain't his fault that the man that y'all saying the man didn't look good in his last fight. That ain't his fault. I don't look after Jermall Charlo. I look after Canelo Alvarez. So you know, to answer what Stay Ready was saying, man, a lot of these dudes is saying that shit, bro. All on fucking YouTube, all on different platforms, on Twitter, on Instagram. A lot of people saying that shit. They crying about, now he wants to fight Jermall Charlo. He picking Jermall Charlo because he thinks Jermall Charlo vulnerable and this and that. Bro, when y'all just cried for 5 years that he was ducking Jermall Charlo. I don't understand this shit. I mean, but hey, stay ready. Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I know you going with Jermall, right?
I'm riding with Texas to the end. I don't give a damn who fighting.
Okay, we're gonna have to put some bread on that fight. 503.
Yeah, man. I got a huncho for you.
Okay, bet. And then, Coach, I don't know what's going on with Coach in the link.
I sent the link back to Coach.
Yeah, coach
Yeah.
came in, but he was driving, so he probably got bad reception. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm on record always saying, me myself, that out of all them boys, I think Charlo gave him the best fight. So
You have. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You have said that. You did say that.
Charlo
And
has
me and
that
him, me and
strong
Money
ass
that
jab.
argued about that because I said Money full of shit when he say that.
Yeah, because Charlo,
Yeah.
to me, I always thought Charlo's strong ass jab. If he worked that motherfucking jab, how he know how to work that jab. That's the thing about Charlo. He can take a punch. Go come down to Canelo fighting that bigger weight classes now. So you get stronger as you move up the weight classes. But still, with Charlo being who he is, not afraid to fight, having that strong jab, even in the Montiel fight, right? The headbutt is what caused that big ass mark on his fucking up under his eye and shit. So when people be looking at his eye and they be thinking that oh, the dude did this and he did that. Shut up. My bad. But with the little thing on his eye, that came from a headbutt. So even in that fight, you know what I mean? Like Charlo is going to get up for Canelo, just like Billy Joe got up for Canelo, just like Caleb Plant got up for Canelo. We're going to see the best Jermall Charlo that we ever seen. That's a fact. You're going to up your level, bro. You're going to up your level. Now, I do got Canelo winning the fight. I'm on record always saying I got Canelo winning the fight. But Charlo, to me, gives Canelo the best out of all of them because even though people saying David Benavidez is this, that, and the third, and Coach will come out here and say that shit, he gives Canelo a chance to do everything that he want to do, and that's counter punch and tag your motherfucking ass. But with Charlo, I don't think Charlo, right, for his stands where he know how to use his length, he got that jab to where, and he patient. Charlo ain't got to rush it to where it's going to be a chess match early on, and I think Canelo take over the second half of the fight. But I for sure think Charlo has success in the fight. You'll never catch me on no panel, on my own panel, saying some shit like Charlo not gonna have no success because he's going to have some success. He's a fucking fighter. He undefeated, and his ass know how to fight. When push come to shove, that motherfucking fight. So even though I got to fight, yeah, I ain't finna sit up here and like Keith saying that or Charlo don't you know his skill set is well you ain't say his skill set. You saying he ever did something to prove to you. And I was telling you,
I'm saying that if you
you
break the fight down, that
Charlo
is tailor made for Canelo.
Yeah, but I was saying the same shit about Caleb Plant. That you know he didn't really do shit or have nothing to keep Canelo off his ass and things of that nature. But I think Charlo do. I think Charlo hit harder than Caleb Plant. Me myself, and I think Charlo's jab is more stronger and sharper than Caleb Plant. To where Canelo will have to be a little mindful coming in before he start getting in from that jab. So. I even said Caleb Plant has success, but I think Charlo do have some success in the fight. But I think, you know, ultimately, like I said with all of them, at the end of the day, I think Canelo hand to be raised against all of them. Charlo, Plant, Benavidez, Bill.
You did stop it.
Might fuck around and go UD, or it could go stop it. It depends on how it go. Like even with Earl and Ugas, I never really picked like you did stop it because I think Charlo got a good chin on him. I think he got a good bird. I think he got a good balance.
Man, so my thing.
Let me finish this. It just come down to how Charlo fight the fight. If Charlo come in that bitch and you know it comes to the point where he's like, fuck it, I'ma bang it, right? I think Canelo get the stoppage, me myself. But if Charlo coming up being smart, like, okay, motherfucker, I know what you want, then I think he could take that bitch to a UD. Well, a decision. I ain't gonna say UD because you never know how it play out, but a decision. So I just think it's a hell of a fight, bro. I think it's a hell of a fight.
So my thing is that when you look at the Jermall Charlo fight, and you can go to, you know, most of all his fights, whether he looked good in them or whatever, you know, Charlo is not accurate like that. He overshoots a lot of his shots. You know what I'm saying? He's not accurate like that. That's one of my main things with Jermall Charlo. And with Canelo Alvarez, his upper body movement is too good for Jermall Charlo. He's gonna be making Jermall Charlo miss, right? And then when he closes the gap, because Jermall Charlo likes to fight on the inside, when he closes the gap, that's a tailor-made fight for Canelo Alvarez. He's gonna be countering. Every time Jermall Charlo throw that wild shit and he miss, he's gonna be countering Jermall Charlo all night long. Also, he gonna be going to Jermall Charlo body, and Jermall Charlo is one-dimensional because he don't go to the body. You got to be able to confuse Canelo. You got to be able to show Canelo different angles. Jermall Charlo gonna be right there, and everything gonna be coming at Canelo head, all headshots. You know what I'm saying? Jermall Charlo is tailor made for him, and whoever won the bet if they make this fight happen, hey, let's run it. I don't see that being a difficult fight for Canelo Alvarez. I really don't see that being a difficult fight. I think that Jermall Charlo is one of the easier fights for Canelo Alvarez. Everybody talking about, oh well, because he's strong, and he got power. Who's Jermall Charlo stopping like that? Like for real, let's keep it 100. Who is he actually going out there stopping like that?
Well, you don't have to stop somebody to have respectable power, bro.
Yeah, you got to say respectable power.
I know he got more power than motherfucking Caleb Plant.
What that mean? So Caleb Plant got more skills than Jermall Charlo.
Well, that's yet to be
So
seen.
I mean, you
say that. That's yet to be seen because, like I say, they all fought the same.
Well, no, it is seen. If you know boxing, you can see that Caleb Plant has more skills than Jermall Charlo.
He fight a certain fight doesn't mean you got more skills.
Bro, he has more skills than Jermall Charlo.
Bro, you fight a certain fight doesn't mean that you got.
It doesn't. I don't know what you're talking about, but you fight a certain fight. He has more all around. His skill set is a better skill set than Jermall Charlo. Now, is Jermall Charlo stronger?
I don't know if
Jermall Charlo strong? Yeah, he's strong at 160. I ain't really never seen nobody push him back, but he just not no devastating knockout puncher, and he's not accurate like that. He's not that accurate.
Charlo can box, Charlo can bang, Charlo can counterpunch. Right? Those skills to me. When you look at Caleb Plant, you gonna say he can box, he got a good counterpunch on him, but he can't really bang like Charlo, to me.
What you need to bang for? This ain't no fucking slugfest.
Skills, bro. Banging
this is not a slugfest.
Banging don't mean automatically it's just a slugfest, bro.
I'm gonna jump in the chat, listen in. I'm gonna jump off.
I don't mean it's just a slugfest when you banging, bro. Banging is when it's time to bite down, motherfucker. You can bang. Don't mean it's just a slugfest. To me, I just feel like I don't think Caleb Plant just. Or you saying he just got more skill? I can't just really say he got more skills than Charlo.
I think that Caleb Plant got a better skill set than Charlo. I think that Charlo is he got skills, but he's flat-footed. And we talking about Canelo, and we talking about Canelo Alvarez and Jermall Charlo. When I break that fight down, you can say what you want to. When I break that fight down, I see that is a tailor-made fight for Canelo Alvarez. The dude fight in the pocket. Jermall Charlo love to fight in the pocket. He throw when he throw, he load up on his shots and he overshoot. He never goes to the body, so he headhunt the whole fight. You know what I'm saying? And his ring IQ ain't the best. He ain't got the best ring IQ. That's why he couldn't get Montiel up out of there, because he didn't have sense enough to know, okay, let me slow down and go to this man's body and set my shit up. And it ain't just that one fight. I've seen him do it in the Komarov fight. I've seen him do it in the Komarov fight when he was overshooting his shots. I've seen him do it in the Brandon Adams fight. I didn't see him. I mean, that's Jermall Charlo. That's the fighter that he is. Simple question: does anyone on Canelo resume beat Charlo? I think that
you got Triple G, you got Caleb Plant.
You got a lot of motherfuckers on Canelo resume. What you mean?
It was shot. Yeah, you just can't say.
Like he ain't got no fucking body on his resume. Is anybody on Canelo resume beat Charlo, bro? You know what I mean? People on Canelo resume. What type of question is that? Fred Robinson, but salute to you in the super chat.
Yeah, that's a rhetorical ass question.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, Coach,
I'm from Texas, bro, and I wouldn't even pose no question like that, my boy.
Yeah, and not saying that Charlo can't beat them, but those are like Caleb Plant, Triple G.
Yeah, Caleb Plant, Triple G, Danny Jacobs, Floyd
Mayweather.
You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather, Cotto.
He beat
you know what I'm saying?
Cotto, like his names.
Billy Joe Saunders, there's some names. Canelo got some names. I'm not gonna hold you, bro.
Smith, like, bro, come on, bro.
Yeah.
817 crazy. He said Charlo suck and Canelo gonna destroy him. I don't know what y'all talking about. He said Canelo would have beat him in elementary. Now I don't think Charlo suck. I think that Charlo is I think the man a hell of a fighter. I just don't think that his style, the style that he brings, is conducive
In a Canelo Alvarez fight. I think that's a tailor-made fight for Canelo Alvarez. I've been saying that. Money. One thing you can agree. Have I not been saying that since years?
Yeah, that's your stance on that. Yeah, you always thought
I've been saying that.
you a
been
strong
arguing
believer
about
of that, bro. You a strong believer on that, man. I just, you know what I'm saying? Just keep that same energy, man. Fight night, bro.
Oh, you
Try
know
like
I'm gonna keep the same energy, bro. And I hope you put more than 100 up too.
I'm not doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Because this Canelo we talking about here, my boy. This ain't Benavidez. This is a different type of Mexican. You know what I'm saying? So hey.
And I don't want to hear y'all niggas talking about, nah, man, he gonna get robbed on the scorecard. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit.
Nah, cause Charlo ain't gonna let it go to the scorecard.
All right, I just trick you because if Charlo ain't gonna let it go to the scorecard because he gonna get stopped.
Well, Fred Robinson, go ahead. You got another super chat, bro.
Fred Robinson, salute again in the super chat. He says, all those names had the chances to fight Charlo. Y'all damn well, he said, y'all damn well, I'm not talking Floyd Mosley Cotto.
Well, we didn't say Floyd Mosley Cotto. We said motherfucking Triple G, Callum Smith, Caleb Plant, right?
Billy Joe Saunders.
Billy Joe, right? These are names that are good fights that we don't know if Charlo beat these dudes.
Laura.
Yeah, Laura, who was the big brother to both. You know what I mean?
And I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Laura used to whoop both them niggas' ass.
He was the big brother, exactly, bro. He was at the time when Canelo fought Laura, bro. Laura was the big brother, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll let you know, go look at him, they'll tell you themselves. That shit Laura was giving us to work. Laura was to carry himself like that. You can tell. He was the baddest motherfucker in the gym.
Yeah.
They learned from that shit. And I just think Mel was in a more position like, all right, bitch ass, I'm gonna whoop your motherfucking ass one day. And Maul was like, you know what, you're the big brother. We learning from is all good. And that's why I think that situation happened with the split. And Mel wanted to fight Laura, and Laura wanted to fight Mel.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, bro, you the one said on his resume. You said the man. So we talking about the resume. Shit, you the one got to be specific about the name, not us. You said, do you think anybody on his resume can beat Charlo? So when we talk about the resume, shit, you ain't say the resume after a certain fighter.
Yeah, you don't want us to exclude certain guys. I mean, can't do that, bro. You know, you just said resume, so we thinking about all the top dudes on Canelo resume, and that's one thing I don't never do, bro. I'm not finna get up on this hoe and act like Canelo ain't that guy. He the king of boxing. Whether I don't like him, if I do like him, you feel me? But that man, he got names, bro. He might have didn't fight everybody when we wanted to see the shit, but the man is a fucking killer.
He fought the best of the best. He fought the best of the best. When motherfuckers sit up there and try to make it like the man and fight the best of the best. Now, like I say, there's always other good fighters in the division that you want to see him fight. But when you get the name of the Lauras and the Trouts and the motherfucking Triple G's and the Kodos, you know, that make up excuses and things of that nature. But the dude fought the best of the best, man. And those are facts. So when they be like, oh well, Floyd earned his dues and his keeps, then you gotta give Canelo credit for earning his dues and his keeps as well. Because at the time he fought those dudes was the top shotters, bro. And he fighting them motherfuckers while he was young.
Man, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Real quick. This is it for me. The reason why I stopped fucking with Canelo, bro, is because he became franchise champion. He didn't fight Charlo back then, and he didn't fight Andrade, and he didn't become undisputed at 160. If he would have fought them two, bro, I probably would still be rocking with Canelo like how Money rock with him. You know what I'm saying? But those are the two fights for me that just was like, man, I really can't fuck with this nigga, man.
But,
you know
but at that time, right, 503, you still got to understand. And like I say, your stance is your stance. I don't take nothing away from it. But at the time, you still got to say, all right, he didn't fight Charlo. He didn't fight Andrade, right? But the man still fought Triple G twice, and he still fought Danny Jacobs at 160, right? Right. And my thing is, of course, and I got on his ass. I said every time I get on here, I tell him if I got on his ass because I want to see him fight Charlo and Andrade too. But still, you just can't. Oh man, I'm not fucking with you because you ain't fight those two fighters. When you go down certain fighters' resumes, bro, even Floyd, even Sugar Ray Leonard. I mean, you go back in that era, you're going to hear people say, "Well, they should have fought this fighter, and they didn't fight this fighter." But you know, they still like. That's why I'm trying to tell people, bro. If you don't fuck with somebody just because they didn't fight a few fighters, then I can't really agree with you on that stance because it's a lot of fighters didn't fight. But if you still fighting the top shotters, you still have the same respect. You still get people, the credit that they deserve. Not saying you never took credit away from Canelo, but people are trying to take everything away from that man and be like, oh, well, he didn't fight Charlo, he didn't fight Andrade, so fuck him, he a bitch. I ain't giving him no credit for nothing. Like, bro, you still gotta give the man credit for what he did do. And then we look at Charlo and you look at Andrade, just on their notion, we be like, okay, well then you can put both of their motherfucking resumes together and it still won't turn out to the competition that Canelo Alvarez fought. So, just by people logic and the way that they be going about shit, they make themselves look like fools and shit. But, to each his own. But with Canelo, the motherfucker still fighting the best of the best. Even when he went to 168, where people like to say, oh, that was a weak-ass division, he still went up to that motherfucker and fought all the champions and cleaned that bitch out. So, like I say, man, people got to start giving credit what credit is due at the same time.
I think that I think that so let's keep it 100. Right?
Key, did I get on his ass for Abner Yildirim, Key? I drilled Canelo motherfucker.
Yeah. We were both on this motherfucking helmet for that bullshit, bro.
Yeah, but Key came out and said, you know what, Marty, I understand that he finna go fight Billy Joe. But he's fighting 3 times. You had to make me see that shit like, nigga, who else fighting 3 times a year, nigga? Like, nigga, if you can snatch a motherfucking bag, why not? And with that,
it was a free bag. That's all it was. It was a free bag because he turned around in less than 90 days and fought again.
Yeah, but then Coach like to say that Abner Yildirim was the mandatory. Abner Yildirim was the mandatory, and Mauricio Sotomayor broke that down. Like, okay, well, Abner Yildirim fought Anthony Durrell, how the fight ended. They put that bitch again for a mandatory spot, but Anthony Durrell ended up losing, and Abner Yildirim was still in position to fight for that shot. So when Canelo fought his ass, they just killed two birds with one stone and got him out the way so the Billy Joe Saunders fight can happen. I said, okay, I can respect that.
My man Fred Robinson, he back in the super chat again, man. Appreciate you. He said GGG Duck Charlo. He said Jacobs had been knocked out and beat. Come on.
What they have to do? What they have to do with them winning, bro? Okay, you can say GGG Duck Charlo, right? And I wanted them to fight. I didn't agree with none of that shit that motherfucking Abel Sanchez was talking about. But that don't have nothing to do with them winning, bro. You ask, could they win? You don't know if Charlo beat Triple G at that time. You don't know if Charlo beat Danny Jacobs at that time. We all want that fight because he got knocked out. Oh well, he still came back. Pacquiao got knocked out how many fucking times? Amir Khan got knocked out. They don't just automatically say, oh, Charlo beats Triple G and Charlo beats Danny Jacobs because so and so this and that happened. Nah, that don't work like that.
Let me ask 503 something. 503. 503.
What's up, big bro?
Now give me your honest answer. If Jermall Charlo, right, had moved up to 168 and he fought Colin Smith, motherfucking Billy Joe Saunders, and then Caleb Plant. Do you think he would have been getting slack and people would have been, man, he ain't fought nobody. They was all easy. Do you think people would have been saying that about Jermall Charlo if he had did that?
Key and put it on that, and he became undisputed at that motherfucker.
And became undisputed. Do you think they would have been saying that about Jermall Charlo? Keep it 100.
Oh nah. But they would say if he did the same exact thing that Canelo did, they would have said that he does Benavidez, but they wouldn't have did it like Canelo, bro. The energy, like Canelo got some real live fans, but he also got some real live critics. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with totally what you're saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I'm saying.
I think
David Benavidez shit though. Yeah, they was gonna say he does David though. Shit, so.
Yeah, I think that he doing a lot more than these other dudes, but still getting a lot more slack. You know, because if it was one of these other fighters that did the exact thing that he did at 168, I think they'd be getting praised for it.
Yeah.
We say the same shit. We say the same shit.
If Benavidez would have did it, he would get all the praise in the world.
Let me tell you something. Right. I wouldn't have gave a damn what nobody said about it. If Charlo would have went to 168 and I thought it became undisputed, and if he just happened not to fight David Benavidez, I wouldn't have gave a fuck what nobody said on the simple fact of, listen, Why did David Benavidez ain't fight Caleb Plant? Billy Joe nor did he fight Callum Smith? And Charlo just came up and just knocked off all these motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck. Charlo is the top shotter, bro. And he undisputed at this bitch. He the top shotter. Would I like to see him fight David Benavidez? Hell yeah, because that'd be a motherfucking clash. It'd be a hell of a fight. Don't get me wrong. But if you say, you know what, I just cleaned out these motherfuckers, man, I'm finna go do this. I'm not finna be, or he ducked no Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? That's just people say, bro, when they like to hate on the motherfuckers. Because if like for instance, if he'd have beat Caleb Plant, it'd have been 3 names there they wanted to see him fight. You know what I'm saying? Then he go beat Billy Joe. Then he go beat Callum Smith. Like, bro, he cleaning these motherfuckers out. He cleaned them out. You know what I'm saying? So now David been not saying this, but David, you go fight one of them motherfuckers now. You feel me? You fresh. You dig what I mean? And not saying that's the case, but I wouldn't give a fuck what nobody have to say about Charlo if he go beat up, go whoop all 3 of them niggas, become undisputed. Then they talk about this, that, and the third. Hell no, that nigga just became undisputed. Did what Andre Ward didn't do in X amount of fucking months. Man, y'all better praise him and give him his fucking credit. Period, bro. Because at the end of the day, like I say, when the history books open up, you gonna be right there as cleaning out that division and the undisputed world champion. Regardless of what, oh man, yeah, but he didn't fight this fight. Okay, even if you didn't fight him, well, you can't fight every goddamn body. And that's not the case, but you can't fight everybody. He just fought 3 out of 4, so still gotta give him credit for what he did.
Yeah, then, bro, you got to think about this too. Like my old man always tell me, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it, right? So, motherfucking Canelo broke motherfucking Caleb Smith on, whooped his motherfucking ass and punished him for 12 rounds, turned right back around, knock out Yearden what he was supposed to do, turn right back around, knock out Billy Joe, break his eye, retire him, then he turned right back around and fight Caleb Plant and knock him the fuck out. Come on, bro. If that would have been Charlo, nigga, I would be on this bitch going crazy.
I sent you the link 2 times. I sent you the link like 3 times, coach. I don't know if you're getting it or not.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? We would all be going crazy if that was Charlo. Couldn't nobody tell me shit if Charlo did that, bro. I'd be like, man, ain't nobody fucking with Charlo.
Coach say, so coach, you saying how, coach, you can't say what's not supposed to be in the mix. It's not David no more. I talked about this last night, bro. People keep talking about, well, it's David Belt. It's They didn't want to fight him. It was David Belt. David don't get a belt no more, coach. David fucked that up by eating too many motherfucking Zuzus and Wham-Whams. So when that belt gets stripped or took him, look, the girl got me on that one too. So I got to give her credit. She like, no, it's script. I'm trying to be out. No, it wasn't script. It was, he lost it. So when the belt got taken from his ass, right, it's not his belt no more. So it's free to do whatever the WBC wants to do with the belt. Now, like I say, if they put the belt against that same night, they put the belt with fucking Kyron Davis and Anthony Durrell, the belt will still be vacant, right? But instead, of course, we know it's boxing. Of course, we know the sanctioning body wants money. So when they go put the belt with Canelo and Callum Smith, they know, shit, we finna get a nice bag off this motherfucker. It's Canelo, it's Callum Smith, right? Doesn't matter if we let these motherfuckers fight for it and get this little small ass check. This Canelo and Callum Smith, this is a nice piece of penny. So of course they gonna say, well, let's put it this way. Same way as Floyd was fighting at 147 and the title got stripped and Floyd finna fight somebody else. Of course they gonna come to Floyd and be like, you know what? Shit, this Floyd Money Mayweather shit. Let's see if Floyd won. You know what I'm saying? That's just the nature of the beast. Boxing ain't no fucking, this is not a basketball and all this shit where you got motherfuckers looking out on his way. We know what boxing is. A fucking, I tell you all the time, a fucking organized crime ring. That's why we can, me 503 and Keon can go on this motherfucker and talk our shit about the sport and we can get our motherfucking hands in on it. You feel me? We can right now ain't did shit with boxing, can come up with a promotion company and get some fighters and be able to get into the game if you got the dollars. Of course we know what it is. It ain't like shit. This, that, and the third. All right. We street motherfuckers, so we know the street mentality. So when some shit happen that's not, it's not fair, just quit acting like you're not from the streets. We know what the fuck it is. You gotta live with it.
And check this out. It's like money. 503. If you got a math test and you ain't studied, right? But your teacher whisper in your ear saying, hey, don't tell nobody else. I'm gonna let you do it. I ain't gonna let nobody else do it. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and use your calculator. I'm gonna let you cheat. Is y'all gonna do it?
Fucking right, I'm gonna do it. Shit, I just got
503. Is you gonna do it?
What, cheat, nigga? Hell yeah, nigga. I'm gonna be typing like a motherfucker, nigga.
Okay. So
Yeah.
basically, this is Mauricio Suleiman, right? We get mad at a lot of people get pissed off at Canelo Alvarez. He did this, he did. Mauricio Suleiman letting him do it. Right? That's on Mauricio Suleiman. He letting Canelo Alvarez do a whole lot of other shit, and he's showing Canelo Alvarez favoritism that he not showing these other dudes. So if you Canelo Alvarez, you like, fuck it. If he let me do it, I'm gonna do it. So a lot of that shit, I feel like we get mad at Canelo Alvarez, we mad at Mauricio Suleiman, just like the Abner Yildirim shit, putting Abner, you know what I'm saying, and the
But
franchise.
Abner was already in position though. That ain't
But
Mauricio Suleiman doing
but
that.
in the franchise and all of that, right? Hey, Canelo ain't running shit. He's just a fighter. That's on motherfucking that's on the WBC. That's on Mauricio Suleiman. Yeah, if I'm Canelo, hey, shit. If you gonna let me fucking, you know what I'm saying, run all over you, shit, I'm gonna do it. If you gonna let me cheat, I'm gonna do it. You
But
know,
this is the thing,
and
though,
so
Pooh.
that's how I see the situation, bro. A
Look
lot
at
of
the
that
situation.
shit is, yeah, if they're letting him do certain shit, yeah, he gonna do it. Anybody would do it. Anybody would do it. The
But I look at
Abner
this
Yildirim,
situation.
hold
I
on.
can't
The
say
Abner
cheating
Yildirim
though.
situation.
Yeah.
Hold on. The Abner Yildirim situation, right? I don't know how a motherfucker gets in a mandatory position that's fucking lost off of a 2-year layoff. I don't know, but Canelo didn't put him in that position. That's the sanctioning bodies did that shit. Canelo ain't put him in that position. So motherfuckers is mad because he was in that position. They mad at Canelo Alvarez, but he ain't the one that put the man in that position. But go ahead, what you saying?
Nah, well, I just want to make the little point of when they say, "Oh, if you let him do this," it ain't that. Listen, Floyd got to do the shit. Oscar De La Hoya got to do the shit. It ain't that. Oh, well, they just let them do this because these motherfuckers are the top shotters in a fucking game, bro. These niggas putting ass in the seats, bringing in the dollar bills, man.
Hey,
The
hey,
fucking
money. Don't you can go back further than that, nigga. When
sugar right
Papa
there.
Suleiman, Papa Suleiman, when he first made the motherfucking belt, nigga, he let Ali do what the fuck he wanted to do.
Exactly, bro. They the top shotter. So when people, my man in the
Yeah.
chat talking about, oh, well, you know, Canelo can't get credit. How the fuck he can't get credit? Because you still got to go out there and you still got to win, bro. At the end of the day, y'all looking at it
Mhm.
from a standpoint of, oh, well, they just let this dude do anything. Oh, it's like this, like, oh, you motherfuckers don't pay attention when it's your favorite fighter, but when it's somebody that you willing to criticize and the shoe ain't on the other foot no more, and he get to get his little his little zuzus and one round get to do what he get to do. Now, oh, it's a different story. Oh, they just let him do anything. I ain't let him do anything. This shit been going on in boxing. Quit acting like this shit is brand new. Motherfuckers act like this is just brand new shit. Oh man, the nigga got that's the A side. You know, they just doing this. Man, this shit ain't new. You feel me? You nigga just want to act brand new. You dig what I'm saying? So let's stop the bullshit, bro. This shit been going on in boxing way back when. Way back when. Now it's a fighter that you don't like or that you want to criticize or you feel like, oh, he shouldn't be in position because of this, that, and the third. Now you want to, oh, things ain't right. Oh, it's corrupt. Oh, it's this. Man, the fucking boxing ain't been corrupt. It been what it is and it ain't gonna change because you want to open up your mouth and cry about the shit. You feel me? At the same time, these motherfuckers still got to go out there and fight and win and do what they got to do. Period, bro. Ain't shit for to change. Nothing. Sanctioning bodies ain't gonna change. They want their motherfucking money that they pulling in. The promoters want their money. The fighters want their money. Yes, the fans always seem to be like the ones that get fucked over at times. But sometimes the fans gotta blame their motherfucking self for buying into the hype all the goddamn time and not opening up your eyes. I fell out the hype a long time ago. And don't tell me I'm the only nigga that see the fucking patterns that goes on when they say, oh, well, yeah, we about to get this, that, and that, and this, that, and that, and then your ass get motherfucking X and Y instead of A and B. So blame your goddamn self for falling too far into the fucking hype and not being, smart enough for using your own goddamn brain and say, you know what? 1 and 2 don't add up to 3 around this motherfucker. They telling you 1 and 2, and they giving your ass a negative motherfucking 3, and y'all ass still sitting up there. Oh, but yeah, this and that and that and this. No, blame yourself sometimes. But quit acting like boxing ain't been corrupt, like this shit ain't been going on, and now all of a sudden, oh, you know, the motherfucking hell is finna freeze over because Canelo Alvarez is doing this, that, and the third. It's gonna happen with the next motherfucker that come in and control the narrative, and that's the A side that's pulling in the money, and that the fans that that's all the fans, but got the bigger fan base. Same shit gonna happen. And if it's a fighter that you like and it's on your side, then you ain't gonna say shit, but shut your mouth and go along with it and give him his fucking credit and his just due. So y'all quit acting like this shit just now or it's just something new to boxing. Y'all just can't believe it. It's just so outrageous nowadays. Cut it out, man.
Yeah, because I mean, motherfuckers was crying about, you know, the same thing. Oh, they let Mayweather do, you know, this, and that. They were doing this shit with Mayweather. Like my man 503 said, they used to let, you know what I'm saying, Muhammad Ali move how he wants to move. So, you know, it ain't just, this shit didn't just start with Canelo Alvarez. Do I like it? Fuck no, I don't like it. I think they should treat everybody the same way. I don't like the shit. But, you know, at the end of the day, bro, we can't pick and choose with what we start whining about. You know what I'm saying? Because, like Money said, if it's your fighter you like, you ain't gonna say nothing about it. You just gonna sit and act like it ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? And that's the real shit. And I talk about that shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Keep the same energy with everybody. I didn't did whole shows getting on Canelo Alvarez's neck. I didn't did other shows, you know what I'm saying, taking up for Canelo Alvarez because, you know, shit, if it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong.
Right, bro. Hey, prize fighter, bro, I can do something to your ass. So now what? So watch your mouth how you talk to people in this chat, bro. Quit trying to disrespect women, because that shit ain't gonna fly over here neither, Negro.
Well, I don't even know what y'all talking about.
Now sit your ass in the corner.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, man, these niggas be talking tough to these girls, man. You can't be doing
what
that,
happened?
man.
What happened? I missed it.
Prize fighter calling Nikki a bitch boxing in, so just on some bullshit, just on some stupid shit, but his ass sitting his ass in the corner now.
Yeah, I ain't seen none of that.
Nah, Mr. De Niro, I'm not saying respect the cheaters and shit up. Because first of all, you never heard me say respect no cheaters, so don't put words in my mouth. What I'm saying is quit acting like that shit is brand new. And that now that is a fighter that you don't like, that acting like you ain't never seen this type of shit happen before. And stop acting like the A side don't get fucking catered to and don't have certain privileges. Because like 503 just said, Ali had it. Sugar Ray Leonard had it. Sugar Ray Robinson had it. Sugar Ray Robinson come to the motherfucking fight, nigga, and change the motherfucker. He had a certain amount that he get paid on his contract and tell them motherfuckers, nah, I want more money, otherwise I ain't fighting. And guess what they did? They gave him more money.
Mm-hmm.
So let's stop acting like this shit is brand new, bro. Y'all just want to act brand new. Period, bro.
Shit, look at how they did Mike Tyson. Shit. Motherfucker used to do what the fuck he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? As long as he keep knocking motherfuckers out and selling tickets and pay-per-views, it's all good.
Yeah, that's what fans don't understand, 503. It's about money and what can you bring to the table. If I'm Mauricio Sulaiman and them, hey, Canelo putting all this money in my pocket, hey, what shit? What you mean? What he did what? Nah, we ain't see that. That shit that ain't just for Canelo, that go for all of the big money makers. That, you know, they ain't Street Wilder like that, but they did it with Floyd.
Yeah, man, this shit is corrupt, bro. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna continue to be like this, fam. It ain't gonna end with Canelo. Just like it didn't start with him, it ain't gonna end with him. Only way this shit gonna change is if boxing get a governing body. You know what I'm saying? Like how the NFL got and how the NBA and baseball and hockey and all that shit got, bro. As long as this shit keep running like the Wild Wild West, motherfuckers is gonna be privileged. Point blank and period. And even when you still get a commission and all that shit, motherfuckers still gonna get privileged, bro. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it ain't shit we can do about it. All we can do is give y'all the facts, point out what's going on in boxing, give y'all our opinion on the shit, and watch the fights, bro.
Well,
that's it.
Grand Horse Sports Nation. Well, y'all should be pissed off at Floyd Mayweather for giving these fighters their freedom. Shouts out to Floyd for revolutionizing the game like Kurt Flood did with the motherfucking free agency, homie. So don't say, oh, it just get him advantages. No, Floyd came and revolutionized this bitch and took the power out of promoter hands and put the power into the fighter's hands. So now when you're free, right, the fighter got more fucking power than you just let the promoter run all over you and do what they want to do. Especially, I mean, we man, listen, we can go on and on. That should be for a whole nother show, bro. But let's just stop
Yeah,
acting like shit is
yeah.
right, man.
And also thank Floyd for motherfucking bringing the motherfucking Olympic style drug testing to the game too. See, y'all, like I said, y'all pick and choose what y'all wanna, you know what I'm saying, be sarcastic about. Be sarcastic about that too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like I say, it's all like I say, bro. It's all about narratives and perception. What you perceive to be. You know what I'm saying? What the narrative is for today. Oh, well, me and Keon, we got into it because of this whole Canelo and Charlo shit. Now y'all saying, oh, y'all praising cheaters, and no, bro. No, nigga, it's the corruption in the sport, nigga. That's what it is. We can't stop this shit. What you want us to do? Stop watching boxing?
Exactly.
Oh,
Bro.
and then all these motherfuckers talk shit about Canelo, but I guarantee you, when he fight Charlo, all you motherfuckers is gonna be watching and looking.
What do you want to see him win, or what do you want to see him lose?
Exactly. And guess who? It was like before Canelo. It was like that with Floyd. Motherfuckers tuned in just to see him motherfucking lose.
And when you get to that status, you know you done made it. When you get to that status to where you can get reactions out of grown ass men that Canelo Alvarez and Floyd Mayweather got, hey, mama, I done made it. That's the truth.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You done made it. When you know, who else do you know? A lot of dudes that tested positive for something, right? But you don't go to no chat where you just got motherfuckers just putting needles. 5 years later, they still put needles all in the chat. Just needle, and motherfucking steak meat all in the chat 5 years later. You don't get that from nobody else.
Exactly, Key. And Coach, Canelo fought the best too, Coach. You just refused to acknowledge it. Period. But no, Boston George, you looking at it all wrong, bro, right? You saying, oh, did they cheat? But motherfucker, all right. Y'all want to keep it 100? Y'all want to keep it real? Right? Okay, we got on Fury motherfucking ass about his glove pushing all the way back, right? Am I right? Am I wrong, Key? Right? They showed Muhammad Ali motherfucking glove got pushed all the way back too. So was Muhammad Ali cheating? Right? Okay, when we talking about Floyd Mayweather, should Floyd be able to shoot Novocaine in his motherfucking hands when he fights? See, this is what we don't want to talk about, but since y'all want to do that type of shit and we bring this type of shit out, you know, then it'll get the fucking with you, right? So rest in peace, the Nassim Richardson, the great Nassim Richardson. When he was right there with Sugar Shane Mosley on 24/7, when Floyd and them kept talking about steroids with Sugar Shane Mosley, and then Nassim Richardson came out, talked about Floyd getting them motherfucking Novocaine shots in his hand because his shit was breaking down, right? Should that be legal? Is that cheating, or is that natural, or is that normal? Right? You not being able to feel your motherfucking hands. So even though it's going to damage you in the long run, you know what I mean? Should you be able to punch a motherfucker with your hand as hard as you could if your shit fucked up? Should you be able to get a fucking shot in your hand? Huh? Cortisone shots and Novocaine shots and shit?
I think shit'll be just easier if people kept that shit straight down the middle. If people stop picking and choosing, like, okay, well, this motherfucker over here do some shit, the same shit that this other dude over here did, this other fighter over here did, but I'm gonna ignore one of them, right? But then I'm gonna talk and I'm gonna campaign, I'm gonna go on channels and I'm gonna talk about that shit every day because I don't like this other fighter. If we kept the shit down the middle, shit'll be easier. You know what I'm saying? I keep everything down the middle, so you know, I don't got that problem. I don't have that problem.
Facts, bro. And I know I keep shit real. Just that people get pissed off if you just ride for a certain fighter and you pulling for him. But when it comes to the realization of the shit, the real shit, right? If a motherfucker did something and you can, for instance, Canelo, they talk about the Clenbuterol shit. If you can say, oh well, he's a dirty motherfucker when a test proved him right, then it's hard for y'all to say that he's a clean motherfucker.
I don't agree with you on that. I don't agree with you on that money. I agree that right now.
No, I'm making a point. I'm just saying. So if he go out there and the test prove you dirty, right? And I know your stance on this, Keon. I already know that. But if you go do a test and y'all accept the test when it said motherfucker is dirty, then you go take a test and they come back and they say he's clean. and then y'all pissed off at people for saying, "Oh well, it's a test that proved him clean," just like it was a test that proved him dirty. Oh no, 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 no. You know that test don't mean shit. Oh, the test. Well, testing is testing, homie. Testing is testing. So if you go get tested that say you clean, I mean dirty, and then come back to motherfuckers say that you clean, then you gotta give a man his credit as well. So
and y'all smashed y'all smashed the like button. Y'all smashed on my like button. You know, and my stance is on that computerol shit. Bro, I think he was on clenbuterol. I think he knew he was taking the shit, and why he was taking it. I think he was taking it trying to cut weight. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I think he was taking it trying to cut. There you go. I think he was taking it trying.
Hour later, coach. Now your ass.
Yeah,
That's all right. I couldn't. My reception was bad because I was driving. But
but
go
let me
ahead,
finish this real quick.
Go ahead.
My thing is, I think he was taking it trying to cut weight. You dig what I'm saying? And you know, he got caught on the shit. Now after that, I can't say that man is on fucking, you know, y'all say steroids. It ain't the same thing. After the fact, right? He been in VADA. He been in extensive testing all his fights, right? He did 10-week testing with Caleb Plant. I'm not gonna finna every time this man's name come up. I'm not gonna be a fucking clown and dropping goddamn steak meat in the goddamn chat and needles and all that shit, man. Because if I did that, I would have to do that for Roy Jones. I had to do that for James Toney. I had to do that for, and we could just go on and on and on with the list of fighters, right? And I'm not finna do that. So if he get caught again, I'm gonna be the motherfucker that's on his helmet probably more so than anybody. But we can't just keep speculating, he on this and he on that. Nah, man, he get tested, he got caught, and leave the shit alone until he get caught again. If he get caught again. Now, if you somebody like Big Baby Miller,
in my opinion, so somebody is he a clean fighter?
If you somebody like Big Baby Miller and you getting repeatedly tested, well, that's on boxing's fault because the second time you got caught on some shit, you should have been out the sport then, and that's my stance on it. So that's just, you know,
well,
what it is.
My thing is this: I don't care nothing about all of that.
Hold on, real quick, Coach. Mr. Steal Your Chain. I don't know who the fuck you talking to. He talking about, I wish black people supported their fighters the way they support Canelo. Bruh, I don't know who you talking to. First of all, nigga, we talking boxing. If you can't hear us talk boxing, ain't nobody up here supporting. I ain't supporting nobody. I'm talking about boxing and the facts in boxing. So I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Don't come over here with that bullshit, bro. Talking about I wish black people supported fighters the way they support Canelo, bro. What are you talking about, bro?
That's good for you.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. My thing is this: y'all say Floyd this and all they did all of this for Muhammad Ali. They did all of this for Sugar Ray and all of this shit. The difference between this is what I don't like about Canelo. The difference between Canelo and those guys, they fought everybody. They fought the best. When a motherfucker called their name, it wasn't no I'm gonna run out the division and go and get another belt at a higher weight. Floyd didn't have no Rocky Field hands at that stage in his career. Floyd didn't have no Yildirim's at that stage in his career. Floyd fought people. That's who y'all want to see me fight? Okay, put them in the ring. I'm gonna whoop their ass. Line them up. I'm gonna knock them down. Canelo don't have that attitude. Canelo don't have the attitude of you call me out, I'm gonna whoop your ass. That ain't what he do. And y'all all know it, and you can admit it or don't. It don't matter. The facts are the facts. How many Yildirim's or Rocky Field hands Floyd had on his resume at this stage in his career? You are the big money. You the cash cow. But how many of them they had on that?
Coach, I'm not. Wait, hold on. Hold on, Coach. I'm not comparing Canelo Alvarez to Floyd Mayweather, right? I'm not comparing Canelo Alvarez to Floyd
No,
Mayweather. But what
I'm talking
doing,
to. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
but what I do say is that Canelo Alvarez, right, from the fans, he get a lot of the same treatment that Floyd Mayweather got, right? The way
Yeah.
the way it don't matter who he fight, motherfuckers gonna say, well, he ain't fight such and such, and he ain't doing this, or if he do this, motherfuckers gonna be like, oh, and the same shit was happening with Floyd Mayweather. So I ain't tripping on that, bro.
No, that's not.
But I'm not comparing him to Floyd Mayweather at all, because he ain't no Floyd Mayweather level to me.
People forgot at 36 Floyd fought him. So my thing is this: at 23 years old, now 24, you won't give the people who what we want to see. Everybody want to see this fight. It's been talked about all over the internet. It's being talked about. Max Kellerman talked about. Mike Tyson said, Canelo gotta stop picking his own opponents and all of this shit. He said that. That ain't me. Mike Tyson came out his own mouth and said it. And a bunch of other people. Kenny Porter said it. Tim Bradley said it. So everybody said, man, we want to see the Benavidez fight. Well, why you gonna go and fight somebody who nobody know? Macaboo. Who the fuck is this guy?
Where the fuck
Now,
Coach?
hold on. Let me finish. My thing is this. If the Charlo fight happened, fine. I'm not going to bitch about it. I'm not going to complain about it. But my thing is this. Charlo never fought at 168. Not one time. And now, and I'm not mad at the fight. Don't get me wrong. I'm not mad at the fight. But the person who deserved the fucking fight is Benavidez. He deserved that fight because he been lining them up and knocking them down. I don't care if they say he take too many punches or whatever. I don't give a fuck about that. That man, what does he have to do? Now he's going to get another title eliminator, but y'all don't want to fucking fight the man. There's a reason why that's happening. There's a reason why he won't fuck with that dude. And Aaron Noso know how bad the matchup is. That's why it's happening. And now that Charlo look vulnerable, yeah, we're going to take that fight with Charlo. We're going to take it because he think he can win now. But before, now y'all say, that's not true what y'all was talking about. He was with Golden Boy. That was one of the reasons why he wanted to leave Golden Boy, because Golden Boy was trying to press him, and Ed Reynoso didn't like it because he's his manager. Then it was trying to press him to take the Charlo fight. It's many times on record, and we could pull up the receipts, that Bernard Hopkins said it, Oscar De La Hoya said it, that he needed to fight Charlo.
No, Oscar De La Hoya came out and said that shit after he left him.
Before.
No. Show me where he said it before, Coach. Give me a receipt.
Send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you. And then you're gonna be on here just like
No. Send me a receipt that Oscar De La Hoya came out and said he need to fight Charlo.
Send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you.
And Bernard Hopkins. I want both. I want Bernard
and look, when I send it to you, you come on here and you say Coach was right.
You sent it to me right before he left, right? You show me where Oscar De La Hoya, and
I will do that.
And then show me where they sent Charlo ass that fucking offer that Charlo team turned down.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. Why
they turn down that contract? Why they turn down that contract?
That Charlo said that didn't happen.
Oh, Charlo said it didn't happen, huh? So
that's what Charlo said. So
Canelo said did. So what Canelo said did happen, or Canelo said didn't happen, he gets no benefit of the doubt, but Charlo do.
No, I said somebody's lying. I didn't say Charlo was lying, and I didn't say Canelo's lying. I said somebody's lying. So that's what I said.
We sent them a lucrative offer that it would have been the most money that he ever made, and his team turned it down.
Jermall said that's not true. So who to believe? I don't know neither one of these motherfuckers, so I don't believe neither one.
Well, then how can you believe that when they say, "Oh, well, then the fight should have happened, or this should have happened"? Then,
well, you do know this. This is a fact right here. This is a fact. The fact is, Jermall Charlo was his mandatory. The fact is, Canelo went to Mauricio Suleiman and requested a franchise belt. That's a fact. Out of Mauricio Suleiman's own mouth, he requested this. And that's when barbershop conversation, say, man, you making history right now. You making news right here. Now I'm lying about that.
No, wait a minute, stop. Did I already say that I don't agree with no fucking franchise titles?
And who you follow dearly. That's who you like.
Huh?
You like.
Wait a minute. Hold on, stop it. You don't have to like him. You don't have to like him. But did I not say I got on his ass for not fighting Charlo and Andrade?
But you still support him.
So why wouldn't I support him? Like, oh, because he didn't fight Charlo or Andrade at that moment. What, you're not supposed to like a fighter? So I'm not.
No.
I'm not. Wait a minute. I'm not supposed to like Tank because Tank didn't fight Lomachenko.
I'm tired of fucking Tank.
No, but I'm saying you telling me I'm not supposed to like them because he didn't fight Lomachenko.
Listen, I'm not gonna go to bat for a motherfucker who avoid fights. That's my point. Just like with Tank. Tank fucking got opportunities out the ass right now, and he won't fight the best. I'm on his fucking hat too. I want to see the best. I don't want to see motherfuckers taking cakewalks, bro.
Would you say it's Tank or would you say it's his promotion company?
Motherfucker, they work for you. Now, either you gonna give me these fuck, I'm getting the fuck. I'm going to court. Fuck it. I'm out here.
You say it's Tank or you say it's his promotion company?
To these little dudes.
Exactly.
Money is
Thank you. In the business era. Thank you.
Yeah. It's been a business, but that's not the point. It was a business when Roy was fighting. But when a motherfucker comes, bring your ass. Andre Ward, it was a business for him too. When Chad Dawson said, motherfucker, I'm gonna beat your ass. Really? Motherfucker, let's fight. Fuck that bullshit. I don't want to hear none of this fucking excuses for these rich motherfucking boxes, man.
So if Canelo it's okay. You said that about Chad though. So when Ward brought Chad down, it was okay for Ward to bring Chad down. But if Canelo brings somebody down, oh, it's a weight thing. Oh, no, he's why you don't fight him at the wrong weight?
No, I didn't like that shit either. I didn't like, but Ward was fighting at a different weight. What weight he was fighting at? He was fighting at 160, right?
68. No, Ward.
Oh, he was at 168. So Chad, did Ward call Chad Dawson out, or did Chad Dawson call Ward out?
It doesn't matter. He brought him down.
Because if he had called Chad Dawson out, he could have said, bring your ass up here and you could get this business.
So ain't everybody calling Canelo out? Yes or no?
I guess a mere fucking garbage ass con called him out. Stop.
Coach, what you do, coach? Look, what you do, coach, is what everybody else do. You'll go try to go to the worst of the. Oh, Rocky Field is in the Albany Gildery, but you ain't gonna bring up the Triple G's and the Laura. Look, you ain't gonna bring up the Triple G's and the Lauras and the Trouts, right?
Bring up Triple G. Another ass motherfucker. Right? Another one. He a duck too. He a fucking duck. He was.
It doesn't matter if you say he's a duck or not, coach. Was he not the top shotter?
He was what? As far as finances go, yes.
No, coach. Was Triple G the top shotter, bro? Was he the number one middleweight?
As far as finances, yes.
Coach, but was the Triple G? No, not just the finances, coach. Coach, you know Triple G was the number one middleweight in the world.
You know why?
Coach, was he the number one middleweight, coach?
You number one middleweight? Okay, I'm gonna say yes because of fucking who he was, because he was building them be that. That's what I think. Now let's say competition level. Fuck no, he was not.
Yes, he was, coach. The competition level, Triple G was the number one middleweight.
He had one fucking fighter before he fought Canelo.
But coach, there you go with the resume again, coach. There you go with the resume again. Because when I go down your fighter's favorite resume, they ain't got shit on their resume to outdo Triple G, nor do they got shit on their resume to outdo Canelo Alvarez.
On his resume, bro. Two.
So who David Benavidez got on his resume to be the number 168 pounder then?
Who?
David Benavidez. Who he on his resume?
World champion.
Who he on his resume?
He's a two-time world champion.
Triple G was unified.
The difference between David
was unified. Now, you just said Triple G resume, he didn't fight nobody. So who did Benavidez fight to be the number one super middleweight, coach?
Okay, the difference between David Benavidez and Triple G is this. Simple as this. If you call David Benavidez's name, motherfucker, he gonna say, let's fight. The difference between Triple G, when the Charlos was calling his when Jermall was calling his name, and Andrade, that motherfucker silenced up and put his fucking head in the fucking ground like an ostrich. That's the difference.
So that's the difference between them.
You
So,
get-
but your point, wait a minute. But your points on why Triple G is not the #1 middleweight, and your point for David Benavidez to be the #1 super middleweight, it don't add up because you're contradicting yourself now.
No,
Wait. If you're going to look at this, regardless if you want to say, oh, well, this fighter got the heart to fight everybody, and this fighter don't got the heart to fight everybody, still, when I said Triple G was the #1 middleweight, you said, no, Monty Brown, he's not, because when you look at his resume, he only fought 1 or 2 people. When you look at David Benavidez, and I say, well, coach, what makes him the #1 super middleweight? Why you say Canelo didn't fight the top shotter? Well, when you look at the resume, he haven't fought no goddamn body.
Okay.
Right?
My thing is this:
#1 super middleweight, and Triple G is not the #1 middleweight.
Because all them motherfuckers who had the belts before, he called their fucking name, tried to unify with them, and them bitches wouldn't fight him. That's why he the #1 to me.
Oh, because he wanted to fight everybody is the difference. Then that's what makes him.
You got if a motherfucker believe in his soul that he the best fucking fighter on the planet.
Well, because you believe in your soul, you still haven't proved it though.
Hold on, money. Right? You can't make a motherfucker get in the ring with you. But they getting the high profile fights against motherfuckers. Well, Triple G didn't. He had 1 high profile fight, which was fucking Danny Jacobs. Nobody else. That's it. Before he fought Canelo, that motherfucker was fighting the fucking what's that dude name? Wade, Dominic fucking Wades and all these fucking bums, man. Stop it, bro. Willie Monroe and all these fucking bums. Bro, stop, bro. And he was fighting a bunch of Europeans. Man, come on, stop it, bro.
Well, you can say that, coach, but who did he fight, Coach? Still, you saying, oh, because he was willing to fight everybody. Wait a minute, you still saying because he was willing to fight everybody. So just because he was willing to fight everybody doesn't mean he beats everybody, right? That's the young blood. He still haven't proved it inside the square circle.
What?
He still haven't proved it.
Right? Hold on, ask me this. If I'm playing golf with a motherfucker, right? I'm playing golf, and everybody that I play, they subpar, and I'm beating the shit out of them. Well, the motherfuckers who on my level, I'm constantly calling these bitches out, but they don't want to fucking go and play me in a round of golf. What the fuck? I can't make them motherfuckers come on a golf course and play with me. Fuck. David Benavidez and call all these motherfuckers out. All of them from the top to the bottom, even the motherfucker that Canelo about to fight right now, the Jermall Charlo. He called it, Jermall Charlo opened his fucking mouth in church. And David Benavidez said, oh yeah, bitch, you'll break my neck? Well, let's fucking fight. Make the fight, bitch. And been calling him out ever since. And that bitch won't get in the ring with him. So that's why he the #1 motherfucker behind Canelo right now. So that's why I say that. Now, but instead of you fighting a motherfucker in your division who's a 2-time world champion, undefeated, and been fucking kicking everybody's ass, and got he gonna have 2 mandatory positions, I guarantee you, and I'll bet you $1,000 right now that motherfucker gonna drop that belt before he fuck with David Benavidez. I'll bet $1,000.
Once again, see, your points are because you like David because David's gonna fight everybody. Wait a minute. I like David because David is willing to fight everybody. That's the young blood in David Benavidez. That's the young blood in all these fighters that's up and coming. That's 20-something.
There's no up and coming, money. He's not.
Hold on. Let me finish now. Now, when you look at Jermall Boots Ennis, you look at Virgil Ortiz, you look at David Benavidez, you look at Devin Haney, right? They got that young blood right now where they feel like they unstoppable. They want to fight everybody. When Canelo was 23 years of age, 22 years of age, 24 years of age, Canelo wanted to fight everybody. He fought the Floyds, he fought the Trouts, he fought the Lauras, he fought all these guys when he was young, right? But let's see what happened. Let's see what happened with David. You know, when David get the big fights. Let's see if he do win those fights. Your whole stance on this is I like David. David's a young bull. No. David want to fight everybody. I give him credit for that. I give him credit for that. But still, it don't make him the #1 super middleweight of the division.
Well, let me ask this question.
Wait a minute. I still had Callum Smith as the #1 super middleweight as the division, but David Benavidez is a hell of a fighter inside the division, and he was a world champion. But still, when you look at Triple G and you say Triple G is this, that, and the third, You can say twice all you want to, coach. That because he fucked up and had to get the title back again. Still, Triple G was a unified champion, right? He didn't have to fuck up on the scales and then come and get his title back. Regardless of how you look at it, he went through and he had what, about 20 fucking title defenses, right? Was on the verge of tying the great Bernard Hopkins. I think Bernard is one of your favorite fighters, if I'm not mistaken. I like Bernard.
He is one of my favorite fighters, but
you was on the verge of tying the great Bernard Hopkins, so you still have to get a man credit. You just can't say, oh, financially. No, the man is doing things in a position to be the #1 middleweight.
It's like this. Right now, I could kick a fucking kindergartner's ass all day, every day. And you could say, well,
now we say kindergartners now. Now we're going to call grown man kindergartners.
He the best motherfucking fighter in the world. He done kicked every motherfucker kindergartner's ass.
So David Benavidez whooped kindergartner's ass is okay, though.
But David Benavidez is fighting. He won the fucking title twice, and he fucking been fighting whoever nobody want to fight. Nobody.
So he kicking kindergartner's ass is okay, though.
What kindergarten is he?
It don't change the facts. It don't change the facts, coach. That still, you still haven't fought the biggest names.
I guess Anthony Durrell is a fucking he a kindergartner, right? Anthony Durrell is a kindergartner? Is that what you're saying?
I like Anthony Durrell, but it's Anthony Durrell one of them big ass shotters.
Bro, come on. You know what I'm saying? You just want to be hard-headed. You understand exactly what I'm saying.
It's not being hard-headed, coach. It's just you can't just come out here and make your point one way, and then when that point can go another way, you just discredit it because
discredit. Everything I'm saying right now is a fact, bro. After he lost his second fight to fucking to Canelo, right? After he lost his second fight, the WBC said, "Listen, you can get the Canelo fight again, but you gotta fucking fight. You gotta fight Jermall Charlo." You know what he did? Now what belts he have? That nigga went another route. That's what he fucking did. So he's a fucking duck, just like Canelo ducked fucking Andre. He ducked fucking Charlo, and now he ducking David Benavidez. I don't care how you put it. When Charlo became his mandatory, he went and requested a fucking a franchise belt. So that's some bullshit. Boxing, you're right, it is corrupt, and they let that motherfucker get away with murder, as far as I'm concerned. And you can't compare the champions of the past to Canelo Alvarez because they fought every fucking body from fucking. Of course, they got some benefits. There was the A side and all of this shit. The great Julio Cesar Chavez. I didn't like that motherfucker back then because I love Pernell. But guess what? That motherfucker got in the ring and fought everybody. He didn't run out no divisions before he cleaned it out. He didn't do that shit. Okay, and that's what he's doing.
That's the same great Julio Cesar Chavez that's saying Canelo is fit to be the greatest Mexican fighter of all time and giving Canelo his praise and his just due. That's the same Julio Cesar Chavez. No. The same one you're talking about. Okay,
he needs the best. Just like
you said he's not on his ass, and you said you named Anthony Durrell on his resume. Now, after Anthony Durrell, name me somebody else, coach.
Fuck, whoever want to get in the ring with him.
No, we talk about what happened. You can't talk about, whoever want to get in the ring. We talking about what's on paper right now. Not, whoever want to get into the ring with him. You say, I guess Anthony Durrell is a kindergartner. So you got Anthony Durrell. So now you name me somebody else, coach.
So let me ask you this question.
No, you name me somebody else. Because you said he got one fighter.
He beat the shit.
So if you're gonna say Anthony Durrell is just one fighter, right? Anthony Durrell is one fighter,
yeah,
right? So whom else do we got? Not what could be or should have been. Who do we got?
He beat Ronald Ellis, right? That's Canelo's sparring partner, ain't he?
So we say Ronald Ellis and respect Ronald Ellis. That's my guy. And you know I fuck with Ron. I interviewed him.
Hey, coach.
I don't want to diss Ron.
Cut this shit out, bro.
But you say Ronald Ellis, coach. So
hold on. So listen.
Wait a minute. Ronald Ellis is my guy. I'm not taking a listen. I'm for you.
He fought him.
Hey, you didn't bag money in the corner, coach. You can't say nothing bad about Ronald Ellis. That's his dude.
No, Ronald Ellis is my guy, and I fuck with Ronald. I don't fuck with him. But when you say Ronald Ellis, now, coach, when you say Ronald Ellis,
Yes.
Ronald Ellis is not a world class beater. Right?
Oh, so he fought before
No. Stop it. We going off of your logic.
him.
Your logic, because you say he's fighting. He's
See?
fighting.
See?
So wait a minute. Okay, so would you say Ronald Ellis is a better fighter than Derevchenko?
Derevchenko.
Would you say Ronald Ellis? Wait a minute. Would you say Ronald Ellis is a better fighter than Danny? Would you say Ronald Ellis is a better fighter than Danny Jacobs?
I don't know. They
Would
never
you say
fought.
Ronald Ellis is a better fighter than David Lemieux?
Probably yes.
Would you say Ronald Ellis is a better fighter than Willie Monroe?
Yes. Yes,
Or on the same level?
absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
What, he's a better fighter than Willie Monroe?
Yes, absolutely.
Is he a better fighter than Gay Rosado?
Boy, he'll fuck Gabe Rosado up. Man, stop, man. Come on.
No, coach.
Come
No. I bring up their names because of this. I look at them dudes as being on the same level. Ronald Ellis or Gay Rosado.
Get the shit out them dudes, man. Stop.
You gonna have Ron hitting me up saying, "Money, you supposed to be my motherfucking dog, man. You is my dog, Ron. I fuck with you heavy." But we gotta keep it real. We just gotta keep it real, bro. No, Ron Ellis is my dog, and I give him credit. But when we looking at him, coach, when we looking at him, we can't really put them on certain levels that you're trying to put them on. You gotta keep it real. If you gonna say that David Benavidez is the number one fighter at the super middleweight division, then you gotta give Triple G the number one fighter at the middleweight division.
You know what?
That's what I'm saying.
You could give Triple G whatever the fuck you want. But
if you gonna say he's not, coach, if you want to say he's not, then you can't get David Benavidez. You can't get David Benavidez the number one. You can't say David Benavidez is number one, then, coach.
Sure, I can. Know why?
Because
I say you. Yes, I can. And the reason why I can is because David Benavidez don't run, and Triple G punk ass ran. Yes, that's it.
And David Benavidez didn't accomplish more than Triple G, so you're being contradicting right now.
Hold on, you still not listening. If you're put in position because of we know the complexion for the protection, when you were put in position by HBO at the time, and every network you go to, they putting you in position. Just like fucking Lomachenko come out the fucking Olympics and was able to fight for a title in his second and third fucking fight, right? So there's bias, and you know, but let's not go there.
Coach, let me ask you something. Break the fight down between David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. Then
this is gonna be the fight. A long, hard fucking jab. Canelo gonna try to get in the high guard and get hit a fucking million times. And he gonna keep that reach and beat the shit out of him. That's what's gonna happen. Canelo gonna try to counter, but he's too short. David Benavidez 6'2", and he gonna fucking keep that hard. This ain't no motherfucking pussy ass Callum Smith. This motherfucker gonna whoop his fucking ass, and I'm gonna win money off of both of y'all, and y'all gonna understand y'all don't know shit about boxing. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna
boxing, coach,
off of motherfuckers who don't know what the fuck they looking at. That dude is going there and go to the high guard and walk him down, because he ain't gacking up, and that hard fucking jab gonna be all night long, and as soon as you get in the high guard, he go down to the body. And we saw Canelo get hurt by with that one body shot. That's all that bitch landed the whole night was Billy Joe Saunders, that one hard body shot. He gonna go downstairs, and he not gonna stop punching that motherfucker in the head in them long ass arms, and he ain't gonna be able to reach him. That's what's gonna happen. He's too short, too small. That's why Eddie Reynoso is not gonna make that fucking fight, because he know the style is too fucking difficult. And y'all mark my words, that bitch gonna drop them fucking belts, because after he kicked this David Lemieux, he gonna fucking destroy him. Once he destroy him, Canelo is going to either have to fight him or he gonna drop them belts, and I'll bet y'all $1 to a bucket of shit right now, he gonna drop them fucking belts. I'll bet y'all that.
So when Canelo go in there and don't none of that shit happen that you're talking about, and he beat David ass and knocked David out, then what you gonna come here and say, coach? So when he come out here, when Canelo fuck when Canelo fuck little David up, coach, I want to see what you come out here.
You can say little David all you want. That's a fucking monster.
He go fuck
That's a
little David up. He go fuck little David up. And I'm gonna blame coach.
Reason why Canelo didn't
money. Hold on, coach. Hold on, coach. Money. Break, but well, money. How Canelo winning that fight? If you got Canelo winning,
go come down to it, right? David Benavidez go come out early, right? He go try to stay long a little bit. He go try to stay long a little bit, right? Because the stage go get to his ass. I don't care what coach talking about, but he go try to stay long a little bit. Then he go come to David Benavidez coming forward, trying to throw all them goddamn punches. And Canelo go be making his ass miss like a bitch, right? Canelo go be
all right.
Canelo, all right, coach. I'll let you break yours down. Let me break mine down.
Go ahead.
Canelo gonna start getting to his body. He gonna start feeling that shit. Gonna start wearing on him, right? He go because he fights in the inside. So when coach said, "Oh, he's tall," Canelo ain't got to worry about getting inside of David Benavidez. David Benavidez gonna do all that for Canelo. He gonna come in the inside. He gonna be throwing all them punches. He gonna get Canelo the exactly what Canelo want, the counter punching, and Canelo gonna be countering his ass, breaking his ass down, right, fucking his arms up because wherever Canelo hits is gonna hurt. And then once Canelo put that wham bam, thank you, ma'am, on that chin and put his ass out, I'm gonna see coach. Yeah, money. I'm gonna say, okay, you and Keon was right. I'm gonna see you guys your money, but I'm gonna tell you.
I don't talk like that.
I'm gonna tell you like this: if you give him another shot at 75, when he's 30 years of age, I bet you that bitch.
Yeah, he talking about.
He's gonna drop. So I got Canelo hitting him with them counter shots. He go catch him on the chin. He go fuck little David up, man. And I'm gonna blame.
Okay. You're gonna see the beating that this motherfucker. Y'all gonna be like, man, what's wrong with Canelo? Nothing wrong with him. He in there with a fucking monster. That's what's wrong with him. He in there with a motherfucker who can fight. He in there with a motherfucker who ain't scared. That's what y'all see.
Right? David Benavidez, Ronald Ellis went to the late rounds. We seen Ronald
Ellis got stopped.
We seen Kyron Davis go late rounds. But the thing is, they stopped it while they was on their feet, right? While they was on their feet. And Ronald Ellis and Kyron Davis respected both of them brothers. Got love for both of them. But neither one of them is the fighter that Canelo Alvarez is, bro. Neither one. The fighter that Canelo is. And Ronald Ellis already came out and said Canelo was smarter and Canelo hit harder than David Benavidez, bro.
The fuck Ronald Ellis say? That bitch got stopped. Yeah.
And
guess what? Just like so what? So what? Them bitches quit. Because you know what? I was getting the fuck beat up.
That just let me know that we know Canelo's tougher. We know Canelo body is tougher. You know, little David don't got a chance, man. Little David don't stand a chance.
You can say whatever you want. There's a reason why he's scared to get in that fucking ring with that motherfucker. There's a reason why Eddie Reynoso saying, yeah, maybe 3 or 4 years down the line. There's a reason. There's a reason why. You can make all excuses for that little cinnamon head motherfucker all you want. I know one thing. When David Benavidez had that fucking belt, I ain't hear nothing about, I want to be undisputed at 168. Well, bitch, you just could have been undisputed at 160. What happened there? You did. You know, that bitch put face. Listen, when he did at 160, what happened was he put a bill on his face. He put some web fucking shoes on, some fucking flippers, and he ducked fucking boo-boo. That's what he did. And when it came down to it, he ducked fucking Charlo.
David fat ass should have made weight, coach.
It is because he's a fucking duck. Point blank, period.
Made weight and he'd have had his opportunity at that time.
That bitch speaks Spanish and he speak quack. That's what he speak. That motherfucker speak. Man, you know it and I know it. That's why. But you I condone that. I'm a different type of cat. I'm from the old school. I like motherfuckers who gonna fight every fucking body who talk shit to him. Everybody who wanna fight, let's fight. And I'ma still, and guess what? He gonna still make an ass load of money, regardless. So you can't use that as an excuse. And with all of the Mexicans and all of the what I think they were Honduran or Ecuadorian. They're Ecuadorian. All of them people is gonna buy that fucking fight. All of them. The Mexicans gonna love it. The Ecuadorians gonna love it. They gonna all want to see that fight. And guess what? So he can't.
Here we go right now, right? This is the thing. When Canelo was at 168, Canelo want to beat Callum Smith, the number one fighter. Canelo want to beat Caleb Plant. Wait a minute. The number one fighter. He want to beat Caleb Plant. He want to beat Billy Joe Saunders. All those fighters was right there at 68, right? Canelo want to beat them all, bro. When you look at Callum Smith, we look at David Benavidez, we look at Caleb Plant, and you look at motherfucking Billy Joe, all them motherfuckers on the same level. All of them gonna get the same treatment. The thing is, y'all can't get
exactly.
Y'all can't get
exactly, B.
Because
you heard what my wife said.
What you say?
Huh? You heard what my wife said? If they all on the same level, why won't he fight David?
Because he whooped 3 of their ass already, Queen. Right? So now this is the thing. When you beat all of them and you take the titles, right? David fucked this opportunity up by losing his title on the scale. So he went up. He got them 3 out the way. Now when you make history, you not saying that. Oh, I didn't want to.
Wait, hold on, Money. Money, I don't normally comment. Give me a second, Money, because I need you to sit in what you just said before you go on to your other thing. I know you're a Canelo lover. I've listened to y'all 3 go back and forth a dozen times. Here is my question, and maybe you can answer it since you seem all things Canelo. As it pertains to David Benavidez and all of the grief that is coming out of it from the boxing community as it relates to him fighting David Benavidez. Why is it that instead, because if I'm that type of motherfucker that says I am the best and ain't nobody else can tell me I'm not the best, I'm gonna put a cap on David Benavidez. I'm gonna say, you know what? Let me fight him, because I'm gonna bust his ass in there, and then I'm gonna shush all these motherfuckers up. That would be my take on it. The problem with Canelo is it seems like he's running because he's not saying, I'm going to shut all y'all motherfuckers up because I'm going to bust his ass like I bust everybody else's ass.
A la Andre Ward.
But let me say this, because at this point, right, and good take, it doesn't matter what Canelo do. Canelo is not going to get credit for what he's going to do. Right now, even they just said, okay, he's ducking. Wait a minute. Okay, Coach, the Queen spoke. Let me answer. At this stage, it doesn't matter what Canelo does. It's never going to be good enough, right? Now they say he's ducking David Benavidez. They say he's ducking Charlo. They say he's ducking Andrade, right? So now that it's rumors, right? We don't know if it's true or not. Speculations that the Charlo fight is supposed to take place. Oh, this one of the cats that he's supposed to be ducking. Now these motherfuckers coming out saying, "Oh, no, he's fighting Charlo." Now he's cherry picking Charlo. No,
I say that.
So it doesn't matter if he go fight David Benavidez. It doesn't matter if he go fight Charlo or Andrade next. It's always going to be an excuse. So when we're looking at the situation and you say, okay, if they all on the same level, why don't he just fight David Benavidez? Well, at this stage right now, right, when you just beat 3 out of the 4, you beat 3 out of the 4, regardless if y'all want to see him fight Benavidez or not. You beat 3 out of the 4, you become undisputed, right? You created history. You cleaned out the division where people gonna say David Benavidez is still right there. It's like, okay, what could we do next to create history? Because that's the mission that they on, is creating history. That's why he's going to go up and become a 5-division world champion. You know what I mean? So, but this is the thing. He still never said that I won't come back and fight these dudes. He said, okay, I will fight them all. But he's let Eddie Reynoso drive the boat. And he said, whatever Eddie wants, I'm ready for anybody. It doesn't matter if it's David. It doesn't matter if it's Canelo, Andrade, Bivol, Beterbiev. You put them motherfuckers in the ring with me, and I'm going to turn their ass up. So right now, Eddie Reynoso, right, is the guy that's putting the names on the list, and he's letting them pick how the career go. But for us, Canelo will fight any of them dudes. He'll fight any of them.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Little David is one of the dudes that he'll fight, and Little David will get fucked up just like the other 3 got fucked up.
I gotta see it. That's what I want to see, and everybody else want to see it. What Mike Tyson said, he need to fight. What's his name? Benavidez. Yeah, he need to fight him. Tim Bradley. Everybody, all of the fighters want to see David Benavidez and Canelo. Everybody want to see that fight. But guess who he gonna fight? Oh, I'm gonna fight Macaboo. Who the fuck is this guy? Who been slept asleep? A B-level phony man, come on, man. Stop, bro. He gonna lay down and he gonna make history. So fucking what? As a boxing fan, I don't want to see that. I want to see the best fight the best. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see motherfuckers fighting Joe Schmo from around the way. I don't want to see that.
Coach, you said Callum Smith, Billy Joe, and Caleb Plant. You said they not the best at the division, right?
I'm not saying that.
So well,
I'm not saying that.
But he was just fighting the best, right or wrong.
But see, my thing is this. Hold on. Billy Joe hadn't fought in how long? But no, he had fought more recently. But before that, he hadn't fought nobody because he got busted with PEDs. And not only that, he was supposed to fight Boo Boo. But he fucking backed out the fight because, well, he didn't back out. They threw his ass out.
Yeah, he got busted.
He got busted with steroids. So that's one thing. Callum Smith fought nothing like Callum Smith usually fight. And all of these, just like with Kovalev, giving them short notice to get ready for a fight.
You said Callum
so
Smith
my point is this.
Or Canelo just beat his ass.
Man, Callum Smith didn't fight he didn't fight nothing like he
Canelo just beat his ass, coach.
Canelo fight, man. Stop. He was scared to death. That bitch was shaking in his boots.
So now that's discrediting.
European. He was. That bitch was a cream puff, soft European. Because say, bro, did the dude fight like I said, his last fight? Did he look anything like he fought when he fought Canelo? Be honest.
Is that because of Canelo or just too damn
no,
big, right?
From round one, this bitch was that fucking fight.
So now you're gonna take credit away from the man. So did
come on, bro?
Okay, wait a minute. So well then, did my dude fight anything like he fight Chad Dawson against Andre Ward, or was just Andre Ward too damn good?
Chad Dawson tried to fight his fight just like he normally do.
Or was Andre Ward just too damn good for him?
Can't compare that shit at all because Chad Dawson was doing what Chad Dawson always did.
Chad Dawson looked like ass in that Andre Ward fight because Andre Ward took away from him. I'm talking about Trico.
Man, stop that. Stop that, bro. You're not gonna even compare no fucking Callum Smith to no fucking Chad Dawson, bro. Come on, man. Stop.
So what did Chad Dawson do in the Andre Ward fight that said, oh my God.
He's using his fucking jab.
And Chad Dawson got his ass embarrassed in that fight, coach.
Man, let me tell you something, bro. My thing is this.
I'm a Chad Dawson fan, coach. That's one of my
If you are condoning motherfuckers who fight okay, let me
condone it, coach. You want to just take credit away from because
I'm asking you a question.
Because Canelo didn't fight David Benavidez. Now what he did at 168.
I'm not going there. Is Canelo a duck? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, so wait. Is this a fact? Yes or no? Did he request a franchise belt to avoid fighting Jermall Charlo and not becoming undisputed at 160 by fighting Boo Boo Andre? Yes or no?
No.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not going to say he requested the belt to avoid Charlo.
And I love you to death, homeboy.
I'm not going to say that he requested the belt to avoid Charlo. Should he have fought Charlo? Yes, he should have fought Charlo.
No. Did he not run out of division and fight a Rocky fucking field hand, and he could have became undisputed middleweight champion of the world by fighting Boo Boo Andre? Is that not a duck?
No.
Yes, no. It's okay. You can say it, bro. Canelo gonna keep paying you. Don't worry about it.
No. It's not a duck. No.
Ask you, ETB. I'm gonna ask you, Keon. Is that a duck?
Well, you cut out. Run the question back again, coach.
Okay. The question is, when Canelo was at 160, right? And he could have became undisputed middleweight champion of the world by fighting Boo Boo Andre, right? And also at 160, he could have fought his mandatory, who was Jermall Charlo, but instead he takes a French fried belt, right? Is that a duck or not?
Well, the Jermall Charlo situation, we talked about that earlier. I don't think he ducked Jermall Charlo. Now, Demetrius Andrade, I think he ducked Demetrius Andrade because when he had a chance to come up with a valid excuse or some type of excuse that made sense to why he ain't never fought Demetrius Andrade, he said, "Oh well, he's a horrible fighter." You can't say that because it's dudes on your resume that we can go pick out that's way more horrible than motherfucking Demetrius Andrade. So
Right.
I took that as you see something about Demetrius Andrade, and you know what I'm saying, you don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. I think that he been ducking Demetrius Andrade, but as far as Jermall Charlo, no. And he about to show you that now. Let me read this super chat. Let me read this super chat. My man Randall Vivens in that super chat. Salute to you. He says, why don't all those fighters, money and coach name, just fight each other? Then the winner have the leverage to the Canelo fight. Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
The winner have the leverage to fight Canelo.
That ain't gonna give them leverage for shit because Canelo not gonna fight who he don't want to fight. Point blank, period. I don't care. Them bitches could beat Godzilla up. And he not gonna get up in there. When Eddie Reynoso see a disadvantage, Eddie Reynoso is not gonna let Canelo get up in there. He even said it. You understand? He said it not what it was 2 weeks ago. He said it. Fights that he could win. He said it out his own mouth. His manager.
What did he say, Coach?
He said that they're getting fights that pretty much saying what I'm saying. That Canelo could win.
No, what did he say, Coach? He said it out his own mouth. What did he say? What was the word?
I quoted exactly, but that's pretty much the gist of it.
No, was that your interpretation of it?
No, because I posted it, I forgot who it was, and they was talking about the same thing. But you all say the dude ducked the man because I understand that's your guy. That is your guy. But you see, I don't have a guy in the game. I don't have a guy nowhere in boxing. There's fighters that I like. But if they move like that, I'm gonna be at their fucking helmet. Point blank, period. I'm gonna be on, and I'm not gonna let up. I'm not gonna say, well, the man's making history. He's fighting Macaboo. I don't give a fuck about no Macaboo. I don't care nothing about that. Bitch, go fight motherfucking the top motherfucker in them divisions. You did the same thing when Zerto was at 168. David Benavidez had a belt. What you did? You went for Rocky Fieldhand. You gonna fuck with the weakest motherfucking link. A motherfucker who had just won a title and he won a vacant title at that. So I'm gonna go fight him. I ain't fucking with none of these killers up here. I'm not fucking with them.
Now
come on, man.
Watch this. Canelo first fight at 168. He went to fight Rocky Fielding, right? His first fight at 168, right? Went and fought Rocky Fielding. And y'all cried about that, right? Y'all cried about it. But when any other fighters, like when other fighters move up, you just said you said Charlo never fought at 168 a day in his life. Charlo never fought at 168. And David Benavidez, he deserves it. So if you're still going up to 168, hold on, wait a minute.
Go ahead, you finish. I'm gonna finish.
When fighters start going up to different weight classes, bro, people want them to get acclimated to the way, oh, go on up and have a fight or two. Get acclimated.
I don't.
He went straight up to 168 and beat Rocky Fielding, somebody that was a champion, and people did look at that fucking that WBA title as a world championship title. You feel me? If you paying sanction fees at your fucking pockets, people look at that title as a world championship title, right? So he went up to beat that man to become at that time a 3-division world champion. So he beat him to become a 3-division world champion, right? Right?
Regular belt.
He became a 3-division world champion. You can say regular belt, right? They still consider that a world title. Keith Thurman had that title and was considered a champion. You know, there's multiple people that had that title and was considered a champion. But either way it go, he still went up his first fight to 168 and fought an undefeated world champion, bro. So what y'all will do, y'all will look at that situation, and it don't matter what Canelo do. Y'all always revert back to, Rocky Fielding and Abner Yildirim. But Abner Yildirim ain't his last fight. Rocky Fielding ain't his last fight. His last fight was against Caden Plant, right? Who a lot of people kept saying, oh, well, this fighter is, well, really Caden Plant black. You know, he's just a black man in a white body. You know what I mean?
I never said that.
He got all the skills in the world. Oh, this the second coming to Floyd Money Mayweather. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. You got Andre Ward talking about Caden Plant go knock out motherfucker Canelo. And he go do this and he go do that. Then Canelo go whoop his ass. He gets no credit for it.
Hold on, that's not true.
It doesn't matter what Canelo do.
I gave him credit for. Hold on. I gave him credit for Caleb Plant. I gave him credit for Caleb Plant.
Hey, let me read this super chat real quick. Let me get this super chat. Let me see. Hold on. My man, Rider of the Storm says, I don't get why Coach wants all these fighters out with their hand begging for a fight instead of them making their own legacy. Payday.
See what he not understanding.
Appreciate you in that super chat, my dude.
See what that super chat guy just said? Every fucking fighter, Canelo got paid, didn't he? He got paid, didn't he? Huh? When a 36-year-old Floyd Mayweather got the ring and when he was 23 years old and gave him fucking payday, right?
Hey, hold on, wait a minute, Coach. Did they not give each other a payday? Did they not give each other a payday, Coach? Because last time I checked, Floyd Mayweather said, you know what? We went and had the fight. Hold on. Floyd Mayweather said we went and had the fight with fucking Ghost Guerrero, and the numbers didn't do what they do. So I know who we can get them numbers with, right? With Payday, Canelo Alvarez, that young motherfucker that's up and coming. They got Mexico behind his motherfucking ass, and they went out there and they broke Oscar De La Hoya record. So last time I checked, they gave each other Payday, Coach.
So you saying that if he fought Demetrius Andre, he wouldn't get paid that? Huh?
Canelo right
now. What you saying?
Canelo at this position gonna get payday for any month. He'll get a payday for fighting your ass in the ring right now. No, you just said
payday. So don't say that bullshit.
Cut out, Coach. Say it again.
I said either way it go at this level, Floyd would have got payday regardless, or Canelo or not.
No. Back then, right? Back then, what Floyd say? We didn't get the numbers we was looking for. I pull that up. Floyd Mayweather mouth himself. We didn't get the numbers. Hold on. But we know who we could get those numbers with. That up and coming motherfucker that got next to Canelo Alvarez, who got Mexico behind him. At that time, the pay-per-view numbers, the highest gate for pay-per-view was Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya. Canelo and Floyd came and broke that record, right? So that means they gave each other payday. So don't just say, oh, Floyd gave him payday. No, they gave each other payday.
For Floyd, what was his numbers? He didn't have none because the nigga never did a pay-per-view.
Did they give each other payday? Yes or no, Coach?
You still ain't listening to me.
Coach,
I got payday on pay-per-view before Floyd gave him an opportunity. Yes or no? No,
you broke up, Coach.
I said, had Canelo been on pay-per-view before he fought Floyd Mayweather? Yes or no?
For his headlining, no, but he was on pay-per-view.
Cards. I don't want to hear that shit. That's bullshit.
Multiple times he was on pay-per-view as the co-main event.
Undercard. He was on it. No, fuck no. He was on an undercard. That's what he was on.
Co-main. Co-main mean you have bringing in numbers on the co-main.
Nobody co-main with Floyd Mayweather. Nobody.
Co-main mean you have bringing in money.
Bullshit. He ain't had no co-main with no Floyd Mayweather undercard. Floyd Mayweather don't have co-mains. That motherfucker is the main event. Point blank period. So that's bullshit. So Demetrius Andre, he gonna come fighter, but you fighting. That's another criticism of him. You can fucking call Demetrius Andre the horrible fighter, but you fight fucking Abney Yildirim? Man, stop it, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna rake and say I don't agree with that shit. I think Demetrius Andre is a hell of a fighter. I don't agree with him, nor do I agree with your boy Charlo, who trying to act like he Canelo too. Tomorrow he's a horrible fighter.
Why is he saying that? Why is he calling him a horrible fighter?
For some reason, Canelo Alvarez just don't like Demetrius Andrade, bro. Like
I know.
Like Earl don't like Earl don't like that motherfucking
Stop, bro.
Keith Thurman right now, bro.
Demetrius Andrade didn't fucking never fucking did Canelo shit until he went in that interview. Now listen to this. So listen to this.
But when we
Hold on.
look at Andrade, right? We're not looking at Andrade style. And I'm sorry, we're not looking at an Andrade style like that style just for to get Canelo all the problems, and Canelo's afraid of that style.
Canelo think so.
Gonna knock Andrade ass out. Knock his ass out.
Honestly, Eddie Reynoso thinks that it's a problem. That's why they never got in the ring with him at 154 and could have became undisputed at 160. There's a reason why they don't fucking fuck with Andrade. There's a reason why. That's a reason why. He could have been undisputed, just like Marvelous Marvin Hagler. He could have been undisputed at 160. But guess what? That nigga ran out the fucking division. That's what he did. And I don't respect that. You can respect that shit. I don't. I'm a boxing purist.
Ran is a strong word, coach. Just like he's afraid of Andrade. Well, he ain't run from nothing. You know what I'm saying?
He had two black fighters that was on that level that he ran out of the division. He did it at 154. Am I lying about that also? At 154, he had an opportunity to try to become undisputed. But what happened? Why did he run out of division? Because you had some young niggas who was going to kick his fucking ass. That's why. And he didn't want no fuck with him. Let's be real. Let's beat the bush.
Don't say they going to kick his ass, coach. Don't put that out there like that.
Well, guess what? We'll never know because that little cinnamon motherfucker ran out the division. We know that for a fact. And he did it at 160 when he could have been undisputed. But then soon as David Benavidez loses his belt on the scales, oh, Mauricio, please, could you put that belt also up in there? Never mention David Benavidez or becoming undisputed until that man dropped his belt. And that is a fact. Anybody can dispute that with me.
Dropped his belt. Until he, coach, stop saying he dropped his belt. What happened to his belt, coach?
Well, because he didn't make weight. But regardless, when he okay.
That's okay. I'm losing his belt, coach.
Saying that, but what I'm saying is this: when the man had his belt, right? When he had his belt, I'm doing like Keon do, right? So when the man had his belt, right? I never heard fucking Canelo say nothing about undisputed. Well, but just because as soon as the man loses his belt, oh, I'm going to be undisputed at 168 and make I'm going to make history. Man, get the fuck out of here, nigga. You think I don't see game, nigga? Stop that.
You don't know when he went because the fight was already made with Callum Smith before he lost his belt with his fat ass like to eat Twinkies and shit. He should never stuck them Twinkies in. But the thing is, when Canelo would have whooped Callum Smith ass and get that title, you keep saying, oh, you never said nothing about undisputed. You never know if he was fit to go for undisputed or not at 168. You never know if David Benavidez would have got his opportunity or not. Blame David Benavidez for fucking up his own opportunity. Y'all keep want to blame Canelo. Wait a minute. You keep want to blame Canelo and fucking Mauricio Suleiman for this fat motherfucker losing his title on the scale because he couldn't make weight. That's his problem, coach. That's his problem. That's his fault, right?
And I'm talking about King Kong like that.
He ain't no bigger threat. He ain't no bigger threat than Cato Plant, Billy Joe, and no damn Callum Smith. He would have had his opportunity if he would never lost that title. So
don't talk about like that, boy. You know that monster is want to get in the ring and want all the smoke with everybody, and nobody want to fight him. You know that.
King Kong gave me a shout out, and I rock with him. Like I say, I fucks with him because he wants to smoke with everybody. I give Andrade all his credit because he wants to smoke with everybody. I give Devin Haney all his credit because he the same. They want to smoke with everybody, right? So
I know what it is, money. I know what it is. I know what it is. You don't like gorillas as much as you like ducks. I understand. When you go to the zoo or go to the duck pond and feed the ducks with the bread, I understand. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I don't even feed no ducks. And I went to the zoo. That big ass gorilla, that gorilla ain't bother nobody. As soon as I ride past in a wheelchair, that motherfucker got the valve in that glass. I got up out of there. I say,
See, that's why you don't like her because you like ducks better. They less harmless. You like ducks. I understand you like ducks. It's okay. I don't like ducks. I like gorillas.
So we gonna get ready to wrap it up because I know Money he got to get ready to, you know what I'm saying, start his show in a little
Yeah,
while.
Yes, sir.
Man, Coach, let me get your
yeah.
last words.
Man, love my boys, man. It is always fun, bro. You know how it go. But I don't be wanting to hear all that bullshit, though. I like the real deal, Jack. Man, y'all must be easy, bro.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Yes, sir,
Yes, sir.
man.
I even got my wife on there, boy. Had to
Oh
handle
yeah,
her
Yeah,
for
man.
you,
man. Hey,
buddy.
she
Hey,
was
try to
cooking.
get. I was whooping coach ass so bad the queen had to jump in. And coach, no, I can't really go at the queen like that, man. That's how it goes.
She came in and called it cookie money. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Man, look,
She came in cooking.
Hey, y'all easy, bro. It's always
Yes, sir.
fun.
Yes,
always,
sir,
coach.
Coach. Appreciate you always, man. Money, man. Man, let me get your last words and let everybody know exactly what time you finna be on.
Man, for sure, for sure. Shouts out to Coach, man. Shouts out to 503 who was on earlier. Shouts out to Mac that jumped in. Shouts out to the entire chat that came through being a good sport is all love. And shouts out to the beautiful queen over there in the patch to see it as well. But I go on, man, at 8 o'clock Central Time, y'all. We go cook tonight. So y'all come through, show love. We're working on an interview with my guy Speedy Rashidi, man. You know, we got the free Speedy little movement going on with Oscar De La Hoya, them trying to keep Speedy Rashidi out the ring because his name should be mentioned with the Jerron Boots Ennis, the Virgil Ortiz, the Stanionis, the Earl Spencers, and things like that. Because Rashidi is a hell of a fighter, bro. One hell of a fighter, undefeated, and we don't even hear his name. And when we always talk about a fight for Virgil Ortiz, that's a fight for Virgil Ortiz right there, right? On Golden Boy, they both on Golden Boy. And Speedy, he got you know the skills to upset some shit. So right now, man, we working on getting Speedy on this thing so we can you know, we all can get a movement going for him, man, and try to see him in the ring. He haven't been in the ring since I think it was November 2020. So we gonna see what's up with that. But other than that, man, much love to everybody out there. Shouts out to my brother Key. Keep grinding, doing your thing, bro. And you know, anytime you need me, bro, you know I'm here, champ.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I appreciate everybody that's in the chat, everybody that came through. Shit, I was entertained. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I was entertained. I hope y'all was entertained. Smash on the like button if you ain't smashed on the like button. And I will be back tomorrow at 11:30 and 11:30 a.m. on the West Coast. So that is Pacific time. No, my bad. 12:30 Pacific time, right? 1:30 Mountain Time, 2:30 on the East Coast, and 3:30 on the my bad. I fucked that all up. So I'll be back on tomorrow at 12:30 Pacific time, right? 1:30 Mountain Time, 2:30 Central, and 3:30 on the East Coast. Yeah, so y'all already know the time. Make sure that y'all hit that like button once again. And there you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.